from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer.
Salute. We back with another one. Salute to the people. Listen, we got Micca. She breaks her silence on Anton Daniels. She's in this conversation. She's talking about being a conservative and many other things. But at one good portion of this whole interview, she speaks on Anton Daniels. Salute to Orlando from the Talk Perspective for having this conversation, because he really is asking really good questions. So I just want to take it from the beginning of the part of when she starts to go into her conversation with Anton and how they even linked up and connected with each other at all. I want y'all to drop a like. I want y'all to hit the polls. Salute to everybody. I don't want to talk too much. Let's just get to this conversation because it just came across my desk. Here we go.
Anton Daniels. Here's my thinking. With your vast erudition or knowledge in politics, was that the connection or bond? Because as I understand, he's a conservative, and much of his rhetoric, if you will, is political.
Correct.
Is that fair to say?
That's fair.
That is fair. Was that the bond or the connection between you and Anton?
Absolutely. So I was a watcher of Anton's content way before, I actually knew Anton. So that is one of the bases of my connection with Anton, and also the financial conservatism too, because Anton knows a lot about financial decisions.
Okay, and how would you describe your political relationship with him?
Political relationship, what do you mean?
Yeah, so is it primarily the relationship or the friendship you have is primarily about politics?
Well, no. Well, the relationship that we have now is primarily business.
Or prior to, when you say now, there's an emphasis that maybe it was different prior to.
No, the only prior to is before I knew him.
Okay.
So before I knew him, of course, I'm a consumer at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm, looking at Anton, like I said, from the conservative politics and the fiscally conservative shows he used to have.
Yeah. And what was it that caught your attention to stay connected to the work that he does?
Before I knew him?
Yep.
Oh,
you said you was a consumer of his work. Yeah.
It would be like the Millionaire Morning Show. That's actually what I did watch. I didn't know Anton's other shows until we started working together.
Sure.
But the Millionaire Morning Show, it has, like I said, it has different components of news, financial information, politics,
sure,
and a little bit of pop culture, which is my lane.
Yeah. And even with that being your lane, how did the lanes collided, if you will? Meaning that at some point, either you reach out, you email, you DM, you say, hey, this is great work you're doing. It's something that I'm interested in knowing more about. How was that establishment?
So, Anton,
first of all, salute to this brother. Y'all make sure y'all slap in the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit the notification bells. But I like how this brother's walking this down, because some parts of their conversation, some parts of their relationship, I don't understand. And I like how he's walking it down from the beginning. So I don't want to do too much talking. Let's just take a listen. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know as we go along. But she did confirm that he does have NDAs on employees. As far as she goes, she'll speak for herself. Let's go.
Reached out to me.
Sure.
And he asked.
Well, let me ask you this, just for clarity for the public. When you say he reached out to you, so if you're a consumer of his work, how does he know to reach out to you?
He doesn't know to reach out to me.
So how
it just happens that, well, I watch a lot of people.
Sure.
Online, but it just happened that he emailed me. I have my email up on my on my Instagram. I have it up on my
Yeah, but that's what
YouTube.
I'm asking. How did he know? How did he establish connection with you to know to email you?
Well, from what he told me, somebody sent him my work. And so he wanted to work with me, so he emailed me.
Okay, so someone sent him your information, and then he decided to reach out to you.
Mm-hmm. Somebody sent him my content, and he decided to look me up, he got my email, send me email.
And if you can be transparent, what did he say in the email, or what did he say that established your interest to move to the next step?
Well, when I got the email, I already knew who Anton Daniels was because I'm watching Anton Daniels.
Yeah.
So he asked if I would be interested in doing an interview. I said, sure.
Okay. And the interview does he normally invite guests to come on?
All the time.
Oh, he does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anton has like one-on-ones with pretty much anybody. If his audience finds somebody intriguing, which is how he found me in the first place, then he'll bring them on, or if he finds them intriguing. Yeah.
And then you establish this sort of cordial friendship, if you will. Mm-hmm. It's a friendship at that point because you weren't working.
No. So once I did after I did the interview did really, really well.
Okay. And what was the interview about?
Everything. Anton asked me stuff from relationships, like my thoughts on relationships, because Anton does relationship panels and all of these things. So from relationships to politics to whatever he can come up with.
So it wasn't really a targeted subject, if you will.
Nope.
It was just, I want to have you on and I want to interview you about whatever comes to mind, or whatever he is interested in talking about.
Correct.
Some people would say that's a cake bake. Do you feel it was?
What's a cake bake?
A cake bake is when I have a sort of a hidden agenda, if you will, for reaching out to a specific person, sort of making you believe that it's one thing and it could be something else. I may have insidious characteristics. And then once I'm able to lure you in, if you will, I sort of cake bake that situation, meaning that now I have your attention and I have you a part of my space, if you will.
Well, I've never heard of that, but I mean,
that's why
there could be people that can, but I can tell you right now,
cake bait, could it be a click bait kind of a thing that he's thinking about? I don't know. I never heard that term as a cake bake. So y'all could get in the comments and let me know as we going on. I don't want to talk too much. Let's go.
Anton was always like straight on forward, professional. Like there was really
I'm not questioning his character.
I'm just saying like there's nothing really that would fit into what you were, what you're describing. Yeah.
So to you, based on my definition of cake bake, inviting you to come onto the show to have a conversation about no particular topic, or at least a topic that he would serve as a prowess, did not feel like a cake bake.
No, because, and let's be clear, especially in the independent podcasting space.
Sure.
Some podcasters are, particular, you and I would be amongst the top, because a lot of them don't really have an actual angle.
Yeah.
They get around, they talk, they do this, that, and the third. So it's not uncommon that somebody might say, "Oh, I like what you said there. Hey, you want to come on the show?" And it might not be anything in my field or lane, but that doesn't stop them from reaching out.
And where's the show taped?
Pause right there. We're not doing too much. Listen, we're not doing too much. But I never heard of this cake bake thing. This is a thing, I guess. Look, Urban Dictionary, cake bake. When a guy spends all his time trying to get girls' attention. So basically, that's what the host or the podcast host is talking about, okay? That's what he's getting back to. Let's get back to the information one time. We ain't wasting no time. Salute. Appreciate you, ambitions. Hold up. Let's get to this. Boom. Let's get back.
So he tapes in Detroit.
So he's in Detroit. So you had to fly out to Detroit?
Correct.
Did he or the show pay for you to come out?
Correct.
And did they pay for your room and board as well?
Correct.
So you stayed in a hotel. Actually, let me pose that as a question. Did you stay in a hotel?
Correct.
You did stay in a hotel. And you stayed alone in a hotel?
Correct.
Okay, just because these are questions that have come in, so I just want to bring some clarity. At what point do you believe the public and other people started paying attention to your friendship?
I think probably when I started to actually be a regular.
Okay, so give us that timeline from when he flew you out, you participated as a guest, you're done with the show, you fly back home, At what point from that last time up until you became a regular were you in communication with him?
So,
like months?
So after I did the first interview,
Sure.
Probably maybe a couple of weeks after the interview aired and Anton could actually see how it was doing, I got a really good response from his audience. And so his audience decided, to people that don't know Anton, sure. Anton is a big advocate of what his viewers and his watchers think, his chat, all of that. He calls them his co-host. A chat is like Anton is a
advocate of, you were saying,
of listening to what they like.
I see. Okay.
So if they like this or that, he will pay attention to it, okay. And he'll try to implement that in the show. So Anton watched how everybody pretty much loved the interview. They're like this part about it. Oh, I think we think she's smart. We like this. She's pretty. Blah blah blah. Whatever. And so
people actually said you were pretty because you are. Yeah. You're beautiful.
Thank
but
you.
But we used to work together,
yes,
so I know this stuff.
Is you cake baking now? Come on, Tom.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's
time, bro.
Bullshit.
You got the waves on lead on me and all that. I see the waves and all that. Slow down, host. Slow down.
But I just want to make sure that I'm really captivating the responses that the public wants. So people were saying, based on what he shared with you, that people said you were beautiful, you were smart.
Well, no, it's not based on what he was sharing with me. It's based on what's still on the page.
I see.
Yeah. So you can see that in the comment section. And of course, when it aired, you can see it in the chat.
Sure.
So you see all of these different things and you're like, okay, well, if this is something that people are interested in, then I should explore more on it.
Okay.
And so Anton decided that he was going to revamp one of his channels that he canceled, called Fight Club or something like that. And he decided to make it like a nightly talk show.
Okay.
And when I guess he went on one of his live streams and as the bag chasers, as they're called, what they thought, and a lot of them bring Micca. And so
you were heavily requested.
Yes.
Your
yes.
appearance.
Yes, and you can and I tell people this all the time. With Anton, 99% of the things that he does is on camera.
Yeah.
So you can go back and just look at the comments.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just curious, does he also recruit males?
Yes.
So right now the team is made up, if you will. So let me make sure I understand this. The show, which are you hired by him currently on a show?
It's called Room 9 now, but at the time it's called After Hours.
So it's called Room 9. It was called After Hours. And how many regular guests or co-hosts rather are on there?
I want to say 5 or 6 now. So when it started, it was just me and Quentin.
Okay.
A gentleman named Quentin.
Sure.
And then it grew.
Okay. And now it's made up of.
Damn, that's nasty work. To see how he did Quentin on that one stream.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit.
From day one. Damn, bro. Is that how we doing the day ones, Anton? Nasty work. Let's get back to it though.
Male-female ratio, which
correct.
Is what's the male-female ratio?
So 1, 2, 3, so maybe 4 females, 3 males.
4 females, 3 males. Okay. Yeah. Are you a paid employee?
Correct. Well, I'm contracted.
Contracted.
Correct.
Yeah. And do you have to fly out every time?
No. Most of it is virtually. Only when we're actually like doing something, some like a bunch of content where we have to go there.
Yeah. What sealed the deal for you in working with Anton, or at least felt comfortable to say, I want to stay on as a contractor and I really like what he has? What sealed that deal? So you become a guest and then you go back home and then you decided to accept the offer, if you will. But what sealed it for you?
What sealed it is I had already started in my podcasting process, And while I was there, I just in that small day and a half window, I got to see Anton's work ethic.
Sure.
And I got to see what goes on behind the scenes in podcasting and what actually, how I can actually get to these numbers and, just things that a lot of people charge for.
Yep.
A lot of people sometimes, especially in Black and brown communities, don't want to tell, like it's some type of secret,
yep,
or somebody's going to steal their job.
Yep.
And so I was able, to benefit from being able to see this firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something. And he was very open.
I don't like how she threw that Black and brown community in there though. I don't know
Oh,
about that.
no, you can't be
I don't
serious.
know,
That's some bull.
Because ain't no white
right
people
there.
come to teach you about the thing. Anton Daniels still was the one. And he's still Black, regardless of what he want to be, the second Jesus or the dark angel, whatever. But the white man ain't do it for your sister. So slow down.
About showing me this or that and the third, because it wasn't a sense of, oh, this is a threat if I tell you this, or you're going to tell other people and I'm not going to be able to make money.
Sure. So right now, your role as a co-host is virtual.
Correct.
How often do you fly, or what would be the need to fly to Detroit?
Only if we're doing other content. So like we did content one time for a couple times, but in the beginning, the first time was for my channel.
Sure.
So I needed to do a one-on-one interview. So I got to do that plus our after hours.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Does Anton have you on an NDA? I've read that somewhere. A non-disclosure agreement for people who don't know.
Yeah, they always said it because some people pay attention to.
But does he have you on one?
No, I'm not on NDA.
So you're not on NDA.
No.
But look, how she tried to run around it though? Wait a minute, Micca. Hold up, Micca. Hold up, Micca. Hold up. You ain't gonna hit us with the motherfucker. Hold up. Hold up.
Okay.
She tried to hit us with the
Let me
Sharon
ask
Stone.
you this. Does Anton have you on an NDA? I've read that somewhere. A non-disclosure agreement for people who don't know.
Yeah, they always said it because some people pay attention to.
But does he have you on one?
No, I'm not on NDA.
So you're not on NDA.
No, I'm not on NDA. But he does give out NDAs to a lot of people. If not
staff.
Huh? Hold up. The eyes, it was the eyes for me, homie. It's all in the eyes, Chico. It was the eyes for me, homie.
You lying ass bitch.
I ain't even gonna say the curse word. Wait a minute, sister. The eyes for me. Come on, man. What's going on, Micca? I ain't even trying to pause this too much. We just gonna let this play out.
So you're not on NDA.
No, I'm not on NDA. But he does give out NDAs to a lot of people. If not
staff. You mean staff?
Anybody that he works with. So they don't have to be staff if he just maybe interviewed you or whatever.
But were you ever on an NDA?
No.
So what's the exception? Why are you an exception?
I don't think I'm an exception because I don't ask, who's on an NDA. So I don't know.
But you know that other people
But you do know all this information. Yo, shout out to this guy, my nizzle. Shout out to this man. This man know how to do this. It takes a square to do these interviews because some of us might know some little bullshit. We never gonna ask these questions. Hold up, bro. Hold up. He caught Micca up right here. Hold up.
Or whatever.
All this information about this other shit, but now she don't know.
People don't know.
Yeah, they always said it because some people pay attention to.
But does he have you on one?
No, I'm not on NDA.
So you're not on NDA.
No, I'm not on NDA. But he does give out NDAs to a lot of people. If not
staff. You mean staff?
Anybody that he works with. So they don't have to be staff if he just maybe interviewed you or whatever.
But were you ever on an NDA?
No.
So what's the exception? Why are you an exception?
I don't think I'm an exception because I don't ask, who.
Stutter. I could tell you're lying because when you're denying it, you hear the stutter. But what makes you the exception? That is such of a brilliant question, yo. What really make you the exception if you saying you went as far as to say that Anton, not just people he work with, anybody who he kind of dealing with, he giving NDAs. So what make you the exception, sister? That's a real good question, man.
Who's on an NDA? So I don't know.
But you know that other
But
people
I have
are.
seen him, put people on NDA. But as far as staff go, I don't ask. It's almost like at your job, you don't go, well, what's your salary?
Oh,
what's your salary?
Oh no, they do.
Depending on where
you
you're not
work,
supposed
they,
to.
They wouldn't ask me.
With HR, you're not supposed to.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I've never inquired to the other hosts if they have it or not, because I really don't care.
Now, are you paid per episode?
No, I'm paid per month. Just
per month.
Yeah, like YouTube.
Wow, how much does he pay you?
It depends.
The range.
It depends because we bring in a lot of super chats, which is extra money that the audience gives.
And that's the way he makes the money for the show?
No.
Okay.
YouTube has AdSense and he has sponsorships, things like that. So all of that is factored in, plus anything that the audience gives as well.
Sure. So how much does...
It's good to know that he's also factoring in Cash App, Super Chats, and all of those other things is how he's paying people. So that's good to know, right?
He pay. We were just talking about that range.
How much though? She didn't give us a range.
Unless you want to specifically say how
much. I'm not going to give a specific
because that's the NDA characteristic.
No, that's my.
Or you want to protect him?
That's my business. Much? That's my business mind sense, because there are other people on that show. I do not know how much.
So then let's give a range. Because a range doesn't pinpoint the range.
That's why I said I can do the range.
Yeah, sure.
You asked me to pinpoint.
Sure. What's the range?
So I can do a range of anywhere between 2 to maybe 35.
To what? I don't know. You said $2, $200.
To 35.
2,000
to 35.
To 3,500 a month.
I don't like. She should have never did a range. That's just me. She should have put a higher ceiling probably on this range so people could have figured out what that was. So we already know 335 is the ceiling, if that. So it's under that. So I think she should have just denied that. Said that's business. I got paid whatever I got paid, and I think she should have dubbed this question. That's just me personally. I think she should have dubbed this.
Correct.
Okay, for your role.
I'm only on that show. So there are some people that are on 5 days a week. There are some people that are on 1 day a week. And for me, I'm only on Thursdays and Fridays.
Okay. So Thursdays and Fridays, you make a good amount of money just for Thursdays and Fridays?
Correct.
Yeah. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of what's been out there. Mm-hmm. So I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married?
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
She's when I say probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. That lady is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And has Anton met your husband?
In person, absolutely not.
He has not met him in person. Has he met him over the phone?
Okay, so now we confirming that she do got the husband. Hold up. We confirming.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
So now, Anton said that Corey Holcomb is dirty macking him. But yet he's saying that this person's snitching on him. You basically snitching on Micca because Micca has her own situation. So what was Anton doing right there? Was he holding down Micca? I'm just going to leave that to you. That's his employee, his homegirl, whoever she is to him. Was that corny or was that not corny for him to do that? If Corey was corny, he's more corny than Corey because Corey don't have no attachment to this woman. It's you the one that brought this woman out here. See what I'm saying? So why would you do that? Why would you try to make it look like that to the world when he's confirming right now that this woman's married? Why don't you respect this woman's marriage? Regardless of what, if you ever had something going on, which I don't know, but I'm just saying, why would you do that? I don't think that's player. I don't think that's P. I don't think that's cool. I think that's kind of corny. See what I'm saying? And then Anton tries to play the victim role, so I don't understand about that. So let's get back to the video.
Or by in DM, what other form of introduction when you say not in person?
Because a lot of people assume that, when you have to see people, it has to be in person, or that if you don't meet them in person, then it's something or whatever. So
no, so I'm saying, what's the form of communication?
I mean,
that he met your
they
husband?
they don't have a form of communication where they talk back and forth.
Yeah. So, but you said he did not meet your husband in person.
No.
And they never spoke either. They don't have no form of communication where they speak back and forth. Obviously, your husband ain't speaking to him. So I done seen a situation like that go wrong, right? With Tawana G. Where was her husband? The husband was supposed to stand up. Who was out there standing up? Me, King, Darryl Long. At this time, this is about 6-7 years ago. These are facts, bro. I can't tell history without saying the facts. That's just history. We don't rewrite history. That's just what that is. But look, same kind of situation since. Where's the husband at? Why is the husband not stepping in to say, yo, what the fuck's going on? Why are we not, as if you a husband, why is you not into the dealings of what your wife dealing with? That's a big question, homie. That's a big question. That's a big question. But the woman's married, obviously, so that's some hating ass shit that Anton was on.
Is that to imply that he met him virtually?
No.
So he's never met your husband?
No.
And why is that?
No particular reason.
Sure.
Just I've never had to actually do anything where my husband was there, and so if he's there, like if my like when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here. But if
when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
But we were here. We were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here,
goes to show that the husband do pop up, and he not just some old sit around on the couch. He's popping up to things that she's doing. So why can't he pop up to anything that's going on around Anton? Yet you and him sitting court sides and y'all doing all this other shit. Yet this man is complimenting your body, all types of shit like that. Yet this man is talking about you look phenomenal when that man was supposed to be speaking up and saying, this woman is not my side chick. She's my homegirl. She's my coworker, whatever you want to say, employee, whatever the hell. But we're not doing that. Even if it was something there, why would you not go about it that route, Anton? That's weird.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Then yes. But most of my business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why I it's not a thing. But I talk to my husband about it.
How long have you and Anton been business partners or friends?
We're business partners. And
so you're not a friend, because I don't want to provide language that's inaccurate.
Yo, wait a minute. Hold up, yo. She separated that. She said, we are friends, bro. I mean, we are business partners. We are not friends. That's crazy. You know when a woman telling you shit like that, what it's like, bro. Let's get it right. Because y'all was just cool, and he was talking like y'all was cool. Now y'all not even friends. Y'all just co-workers? But if y'all was just co-workers, why would your husband not have met this person? Why is my woman around any man like that? What's going on? And I don't get to meet you. I don't ever get to speak to you at all. That seems weird to me. But I ain't gonna put none on the sister. That just seems weird.
Business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why I it's not a thing. But I talk to my husband about it.
How long have you and Anton been business partners or friends?
We're business partners. And
so you're not a friend, because I don't want to provide language that's inaccurate.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah.
We're business partners. Absolutely.
You're not friends.
No.
Okay.
Friends would imply that we hang outside of business.
Not necessarily. Well, yes. You're not friends.
No.
Okay.
Friends would imply that we hang outside of business.
Not necessarily. Well, yes, correct.
Yeah,
outside of business.
Yeah,
correct.
not we were, me and you were shooting here, and then we just get something to eat afterwards, but we are doing business.
Yes.
I'm saying, hey, are you up? Are you available today? Or you want to go out to the blah blah blah?
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Do you believe it was important?
She's speaking, her mouth is moving, but I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. I ain't tell you my other profession. I'm a motherfucking body linguist, motherfucking specialist.
No, you can't. That is some
How you think I
bullshit
survived the
right
hood?
there.
How you think I survived, homie? Gotta be a body language artist specialist. Look at her eyes, homie. It's all in the eyes, Chico. Remember the movie. Don't be fools. It's all in the eyes, Chico. Remember, you could bring up Lion King and take a quote out that motherfucker right now and use it. You'd be like, wait a minute, that's what he was talking about? It wasn't Rafiki talking about Micca. Look.
Yeah, you won't go out to the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Do you believe it was important at some point for you to introduce your husband to Anton?
Yeah,
Because I'm sure his wife thought it was important to meet you.
I can't speak on what his wife thought.
Correct.
But the one time that I would have is when we had an event here, but he had to work. So, I mean.
But have you made it a concerted effort to make it happen? We do what we want to do, when we want to do it, for whom we want to do it for. And if something is really important to you and your family, either
Micca was not ready for this man. She was not ready for this man, bro. This man is sharp. Not just the hairline is on Steve Harvey. This man is sharp.
Shit. Got your ass.
And as a wife, you absolutely make a concerted effort for this man. Or
go ahead.
Or Anton, as a man, says, I want to meet your husband just because you're married, and I don't want any messaging or anything else to be misconstrued by him or the public. So it's fair that I introduce myself. Has that conversation happened?
No, that conversation has not happened. And I understand what you're saying. My thing, again, my business dealings is normally with me, my manager, things like that. But it's not without my husband knowing. So,
but this ain't just business, because this man, one, is talking about your body, complimenting on how you look. This man is on record saying that the women, the people that work with him, he needs to be having some attachment to your box. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Whether he wants the box or not, he wants an option of having the box. She is on the panel when he is saying this. I don't hear much pushback coming from her direction of the panel. Don't hear no pushbacks, homie. All of these types of conversations are happening. This type of rhetoric is being spewed, right? You don't think that your man needs to be speaking to somebody? Yes, he does. Maybe some of this would stop unless you want some of this to keep going on and on, right? But as Anton, why don't you want to speak to the woman husband and do that like how she spoke to your wife as a man? If you really respect your coworkers, the people that's working with you, and you don't have no ill intentions, right? And everything's on the up and up and straightforward. And that's why people could question some shits with Anton with this. Because this is a lot that she's doing right now. She's exposing herself too. This guy right here, she wasn't ready for him. This guy is Spartan kicking her down that hole. This man is that man. This is Spartan. He's doing this. Man is sharp, son. He got the Steve Harvey too. Salute to him.
Everything that I do, every place that I go, everything that I'm going to be doing, my husband knows. And I have to actually talk about it with him, tell him what I'm doing, things like that.
How did you reassure your husband this was strictly business? Like, if my wife is flying to another state,
because of
at some point I'm going, or I need to meet this person in person. And it doesn't matter to me if he's single or married. It doesn't matter to me if he feels that he wants to meet me. I want my wife to be very committed and loyal to the idea of her business engagements. I should be comfortable with as a husband. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Sure.
But my thing is, I think a lot of people sometimes misconstrue is this. You guys separate for some reason, independent from like big conglomerates, right? So if there's a person that has a business,
sure,
it automatically changes from if Disney calls you, right? Because there have been other things that I have done as far as movie sets and other things that my husband has not gone to, and nobody would bat an eye if I'm talking to the director or if I'm going to meet, for a shoot for this or that. Your spouse is not always coming, and so I think the notion that just because is this person, and I understand that people have their own thoughts and perceptions of people, but I think a lot of the times when it comes down to people who are in independent media, they think it's more of a personal level, and still it's business.
Yeah. But I think what people may feel befuddled or confused by is at some point you put the business aside when rumors are brewing, when images are plastered all over social media.
Now you're talking about a year later.
Okay, so before a year later, let me ask you this. Has there ever been a concern from your husband about your business relationship with Anton?
My business relationship, absolutely not. Because one, he can watch.
He don't know.
Like he can literally sit there and watch it.
Watch what? He don't watch what goes on behind the scenes. He only sees what happens on the stream. He doesn't see that. If we didn't see what happened with Corey Holcomb, then what the hell would we be talking about right now? We wouldn't be talking about this. Okay? It's a thing called God is upstairs. That's why we here now. Out the basement and we outside with the bullshit. This what happened, bro. So let's not deceive ourselves with what the fuck we seeing, right? Come on, bro. She talking fast. But this man is asking us some real questions. But one thing I'm going to say is that, why as a husband or wife, why you got your husband around a man that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, around a woman that you ain't speaking to her. But on that side, she has. Anton's wife spoke to her. But as a husband now, why don't you feel like you need to speak to this man or something like that, especially when your wife already spoke to his wife? That is even more of a push for you to want to go and speak to this man and probably speak to his wife to understand the whole vibe of what's going on here, right? I don't know, man. If I'm wrong, get in the comment section. But I think that all this little lackadaisic shit, these little missing, these little air loops where we at, this is where the bullshit happens. We got to tighten the fuck up. All this little dumb shit is where the bullshit happened, bro. Just straight up, son. This man said it. I'm getting on happy feet, nigga. Happy feet is when I'm happily moving, happily running. I'm getting on happy feet to go see what the hell going on with mines. What the fuck's going on? Why we got so much trust? I don't give a yo, son. It's too much, bro. It's too much. Shit is crazy.
And then two, if he has a concern.
Okay, so before a year later, let me ask you this. Has there ever been a concern from your husband about your business relationship with Anton?
My business relationship, absolutely not. Because one, he can watch it. Like he can literally sit there and watch it. And then two, if he has a concern or anything he wants to know, I just tell him.
Has he ever been incredulous? Skeptical?
What?
Yeah. Has he been with your flying out there or?
One thing I know for sure, son, I don't know who's an Antonite. Bald head. Why you ain't got? I don't know who an Antonite or not. But I know for a fact he ain't an Antonite. He got the waves up there and he got the Steve Harvey. They probably painted this shit on too. But let's leave that be his shit sharp. And he's sharp too. But Joe, one person I do know ain't an Antonite. It's my man right here in his blue suede suit.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
On Jesus' feet. My man's right here with the Steve Harvey. This man in an Antonite, bro. Because this man asking real ass questions, bro, that ain't none of us would have thought of, bro. Straight. None of us.
On how long you stay, or just the mere fact that I never even met this person. Has he just had that sort of incredulity, if you will, about not meeting your male business partner?
Shout out to incredulity. Shout out to the incredulities in life.
So I think he would like to be, more involved with coming out there. But again, and you know what my husband does for a living. Sure. So it's not feasible.
No, it's feasible because here's how I see it. If Anton has to get on an airplane and come and meet your husband out of respectability, then that's what a man does.
If that
So
was
it's feasible.
if that no, I was talking about feasible for if anytime I have to get up and go do something. And it's not just with
I know
Anton.
that because your husband hasn't always been on the show when we were doing something. So I get that.
Correct. And
Yep.
so that's what I mean by it's not always feasible. But
yet your husband has met this man. So there could be some sort of a comfortability there because he has spoke to this man, seen him, and met this person. So it's a difference there. So regardless if they're not in this and this and that, whatever. Feasible. Shout out to the feasible. He said, no, it is feasible. And shout out to Pushback. Because this is what Pushback looked like, bro. Because she's trying to say whatever, but he's giving pushbacks. And this is what Pushback looked like, bro. Next time we sit our ass on the panel, this what the fuck Pushback looked like, bro. Because he's giving us some flawless pushbacks right here, man. Salute, man.
if it was to that point where he wanted to have, Anton do something, or if it was, well, I want to go,
Sure.
that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But it's never I don't, how should I say it? I don't give a, I need to hide this, or it's just, I just really feel.
You're not making eye contact. Listen, man, fella, this how you know when your lady doing something. You think Uda's stupid? You think I'm the only one that got caught when I was cheating? You think I'm dumb?
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Uda got 6 cents. Thundercats, Lionel type shit. Leave me be. But it's all in the eyes, Chico. Bring back the movie, bruh. I could bring back a Lion King part right now. Rafiki, you be like, nah, get the fuck out of here. That shit makes sense right now, bruh. Trust me, son. Look at the eyes, though. She's not making eye contact. She's looking everywhere else but where he is right now. Do she believe this? Do you believe this? Do we believe this? Or is we all Antonites? And is she too? Look, probably that's a wig. And under Micca shit, bald head, bald head, bald head. Wow, she ain't got no head. We don't know if she's a. We don't know. We don't know allegedly. Believe it did.
That because this is independent, that we are not looking at it as business, because
what is independent?
Because this is okay, so this is your business here.
Sure.
I can talk to you directly instead of having to talk to 1,001 people to get to you.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
With that, it's still a business, but I can talk directly to you. So I can talk directly to Anton. So being that I can talk directly to Anton, I think people get a sense of that, well, because you can do that, then now it's something more happening if you go meet with this person.
Yeah.
Versus looking at it still the same. Yeah, this is not a big corporation, but this is still business, and this is still a person that is going to be employing me, contracting me, whatever. That still has to happen. If I was flying to Disney has to pay for my room and board. Yeah. Disney has to do this, that, and the third. And so,
first of all, what's all aggression with Disney? Disney have to pay. Why you got all this aggression with Disney, but you ain't got that same smoke for Anton?
Oh,
come on,
no,
man.
You can't be serious. That is some bullshit.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We seen what happened to Debo and Friday, sister. Don't be Debo to us. Come on. She being mad strong on Disney. Not for the right reason, but we want to think about Disney. Let's leave that be. Don't even mention Disney as a reference. But look, we're not talking about Disney, sister. What are you talking about? You know he about to tell us some shit. This nigga is sharp. Straight up. This is a black man.
Go meet with this person.
Yeah.
Versus looking at it still the same. Yeah, this is not a big corporation, but this is still business, and this is still a person that is going to be employing me, contracting me, whatever. That still has to happen. If I was flying to Disney has to pay for my room and board. Yeah. Disney has to do this, that, and the third. And so again, I think because it's a singular person that is easily accessible per se.
That's right. Yep.
Now it's a different notion. Well, this must be for this, instead of looking at it as business.
So let's call a thing, if you will. And I want to really drive it home. Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of what? Just naturally, like
Grown woman, you know. I got a daughter. If I ever asked her ass, I said, if that boy flirted with you, I swear for Jesus sandals, I swear for. And I'm about to get Jesus sandal on your ass too. That's a fact. I don't want to hear the answer, bro. Flirted like what do I mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? She grown. Nah. Let's bring this back. Nah, bro. Can't talk twice out your face and I'm listening once. I'm listening 3 times. Hold up. Oh, up. Because he about to cut her ass.
Yep.
now it's a different notion. Well, this must be for this, instead of looking at it as business.
So let's call a thing, if you will. And I want to really drive it home. Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of what? Just naturally, like we're sitting here, or because I'm gonna explain.
Well, I don't want to get into wordsmithing.
No, there's no wordsmithing.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking,
because then I want to talk about some pictures too.
No, yeah, okay. I got you. But the reason why I'm asking is because there's two different things, right? So Anton does things for content, and then there's things that Anton would do if we're just sitting here.
Okay.
So if you're saying personally, if me and Anton was just sitting here, no. Now, if you're talking about for content, when we're doing the virtual rooms and things for the show, Anton has said multiple things. So that's why I asked, which one are you talking about?
So let me hear a few of the multiple.
Now we need to get into explanations. Why is she doing that? She not media trained. Because now that's going to lead us down that road that he just asked her. So let me hear what you're saying, right? No, it's either yes or no is the question. She act like she don't even know what flirting means. This is insanity to me, bro. This is absolute bullshit. But when you say that, doesn't that lead down the road? Okay, so give us some examples of what you mean by virtually flirting, what he's saying to you. And I want to see if she's going to see the outlandish shit that he said. Like, I think I need some 50-50 on your box. Or whatever the case, if you work with me. Say one of them type shits, okay? Please, sister. Go for the gusto. Do your big one, Meek. Do your big one.
Things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying.
Not people, what you considered as a flirt.
I would say.
Not a breath, bro. Not she's pausing and I'm pausing. Get the fuck out of town.
Probably if he's like, oh, Micca, you're so sweet, or you're so cute, right? But the problem.
Why are you softening what the man said? Anton don't talk like that. Why is we talking that Anton talks like that? Yo, now.
You lying ass bitch.
I'm sorry, Brett, and I ain't calling her that. I ain't calling my black sisters or whatever. I don't know if whatever my sister, I think she's from the upper, from the Latino side. I ain't calling my sisters a B. I ain't doing that. Cat William did it. But I'm just saying, bro. Huh? Scooby? Get the fuck out of here. Hold up, wait. Sorry, y'all. You know what I mean? I was planning not to talk this much, but fuck out of here. I'm triggered. Triggered. Who sing that shit?
That's why I asked, which one are you talking about?
So let me hear a few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying.
Not people, what you considered as a flirt.
I would say probably if he's like, oh, Micca, you're so sweet, or you're so cute, right? But the problem.
That's flirting. That sounds like some puppy dog shit. That's not no flirting. Oh, you so sweet. Oh, you so cute. The fuck is that? You say that to your puppy, your labradoodle. What the fuck is that? I'm not dumb. The fuck they talking about? What's she talking about? Come on, bro. She played herself. because she know that she don't want to really say what a man said, but that means he don't really watch the show. Exactly. Because he don't know what the hell's really going on. Because if he knew what he's really saying about your ass, then his ass would have been wanted to go fly to Detroit or wherever the hell Anton at. Straight. And bring your ass with him. Straight.
That I have with it is because I know he's doing it for content, right? And he's
Still
not
don't make it right.
talking to me. However, I will say what I probably should have paid more attention to
Sure.
is the fact that people take content as real life instead of just content, right? Because I come from a world where I know entertainment is entertainment, and people say this and that, with reality shows, all of that is just for entertainment. And they go, the cameras cut off, and they don't really hate each other. They talk to.
So it's only entertainment when this man wild up Anton, say explain the B, all of this stuff. Anton never come explain to be. He comes online and say, you know what I mean? You look good and you've looked phenomenal and all these other things, but yet he never says that you not a side chick, you not dealing with him. Yet he, whether you dealing with the man or not, he rather keep the look of you dealing with him. And I don't know what kind of man likes that. That's some real corny shit. If you not, especially if you ain't do it with her, that's some lying on your dick shit. That's corny.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some
Either way you want to
bullshit
spin
right
it,
there.
that's what it would be. But even if you did it now, come on, bro. What type of shit you are doing? Because you snitching on her if you think that Corey's snitching on you. Okay? But look at her, though. She's spinning around in a circle, bro. Watching my life go down. She's doing it. Down, down, down.
Actually talking to me. However, I will say what I probably should have paid more attention to
Sure.
is the fact that people take content as real life.
People. The fact that what I should pay more attention to is people, Not Anton is saying things about it. Not Anton is violating my relationship because you ain't do nothing with this man, right? So this man is the only one doing it. It's either you doing it, helping him do it, and y'all doing it together, or this man's doing it, right? So he's doing all these things. You're not going to pay attention to any of those things. He's saying that he got rights to the box and all types of things. You ain't got no pushback like this dude with the blue suede suit on got. You ain't got no pushback for these things. So the people that run with something is the issue. Why must we always blame the people, bruh? Why, bruh? Why we just can't take our own accountabilities or put the accountability where it needs to be? Her first interview, she didn't even want to say the man's name. Remember? Her first conversation, she didn't even say the man's name. She didn't even say Anton's name, bruh. Cool. You didn't want to say his name? Okay, cool. I don't know, bro. I'm going to leave this to y'all, bro. It's crazy.
Instead of just content, right? Because I come from a world where I know entertainment is entertainment, and people say this and that, with reality shows, all of that is just for entertainment. And they go, the cameras cut off, and they don't really hate each other. They talk to each other.
But has he said those things to you privately?
No, and that's why I asked
It's
you.
all been on the show?
Yes, that's why I asked you the difference. And that's why I wanted to make that distinction. Because if I just said, yeah, he said this word, you would probably think it's just because we're sitting here.
I'm asking any man in this in this chat or watching this video, even a woman, bro. A person is flirting with your spouse because they both married, so it ain't no girlfriend boyfriend type shit. This is real type timing. Okay, your person's flirting with your spouse virtually, whatever the case may be. Is there a difference whether it's virtual or in real life when y'all getting up and meeting up with each other? And if the flirting is going on virtually, would you be inclined to think that possibly there will be some flirting that could be going on when y'all are not on screens, if y'all around each other, especially if there's some drinks involved? You never know. If you're a man or a woman, how do you think about that? That's my question to anybody that's watching this video at all.
That's why I said no. He has done it for content while we're all, and mind you, he says it to not just me, other women on the panel.
And how did you feel when a married man said that to a married woman?
Again, at first, because you don't understand,
Who doesn't
content,
understand?
meaning,
Who
well,
don't
I'm talking about
understand?
myself.
Yeah.
So again, being on YouTube, when you don't understand certain bounds of YouTube panels and things like that, people on panels say all types of egregious stuff or whatever to get reactions from the crowd, right? And so
People on panels say things, not the man you working with, not the man that's paying you some bread, not the man that's running around with the allure that y'all possibly have done something together and have been intimate together, People on panels, we be on panels. Motherfuckers will come up and say anything. If you look all right too, niggas is hollering. We get that part. But come the fuck on. That's just that. We ain't even trying to add up that and mix that in with some random that jump on a panel that say that. And they don't even do panels like that. They do more constructed panels. They got the people that they have. They got 4 men and 3 women. She said that. So who's really flirting with her butt, Anton? Slimmy? Sorry.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
We know Slimmy ain't said shit. We know that. So you lied to me there. So don't do that. So Slimmy ain't said shit. So he ain't never said shit. So we know Slimmy ain't the one. Quentin, she said that her and Quentin was the first ones there on the show over there. Anton said that he don't even know if Quentin is gay and if he's taking cucumbers up the ahs.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Pause. They don't take Quentin serious. He's a best friend. He's Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood. What are you talking about? Ain't nobody taking Quentin serious. Let's be real. He has the 3 sweaters right there on the desk. He's changing 3 times a day. He's Mr. Rogers. What are you talking about? He's the guy that gets your girl like, talk to your girl. Yo, man, he's wrong, right? He's that guy that sit and wear on your girl after a while. I think he's a good guy. And that's how you get it. And then she said, this nigga ain't shit like how he was. Exactly. Mr. Rogers is Quentin. Leave him be. And we don't even know if this is his kind of kettle of fish. Because he might be swimming with the other side of people. So we don't know.
No, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
And I don't want to speak for no Antonites. Bald head. I don't want to speak for no Antonites. But yo, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
You might personally take stuff a certain way when they were just doing it as a reaction to get people in the crowd.
Hold on, wait, hold up.
Feel?
Hold up. I don't know Quentin. Somebody said not Quentin. Luxury bucket list. We got somebody in the chat. Quentin. You got people that respecting your shit. Let's see what they putting on Quentin shit. They said, no, Quentin actually gets plenty of meow, 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 meow. She said Quentin in the mix. So let's see what's going on. He gives Anton most of his panelists. He's Mr. Rogers. He's a good friend. The good friend get the women. I told you that. But I'm not mad with him. I'm not saying he don't get women. I never said that. Trust me. He's Mr. Rogers. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. And I'm doing comedy here. So what you want me to do, sister? What you want me to do? You taking a person like you and Quentin as cousins. Is you and Quentin cousins? The fuck? Last time I checked, protect your neck. You better get like Wu-Tang. Protect your own neck, sister. What's going on with us out here? I'm just doing the show. I'm just doing the show, sister. I don't know. So that's why I brought up the comics. I didn't know. Shout out to Quentin if he's doing this thing out there. But this is what Anton said. Why don't you go tell Anton that? Because Anton said he's doing butt play, actually. So why don't you go tell that to Anton? Because I ain't never said the man was doing butt play. Keep it gangster. Bloods. Keep it real with Uda. Crips. Where y'all at? Folks. GDs. Vatos Locos from the movie. Where y'all at? Come out, y'all. Everybody come out. Keep it real with me, bro. Anton said he doing butt play, and he don't know. As long as he's been around Anton, Anton said, I don't know. If I could bet if anybody is gay to be you before me, and I really don't know if you're gay, bro. That's what Anton said to this man, a grown-ass man, bro. So, I mean, he knows him better than me. What the fuck you want me to do? That's a cool, yeah.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
That was Anton gotcha moment with him. I don't know. That possibly.
Shit. Got your ass.
So I don't know what happened. So I ain't putting nothing on the black man. I ain't putting nothing on the black man. I ain't saying something. But Anton did that, and he did that without blinking or batting an eye. That's how much he don't give a fuck. That's what he said about Quentin, son. That shit was foul when he did that, right? Quentin was like, what the fuck is it? He looked stuck when he told him the shit. But You know what I mean? I don't know, bruh. I don't know, bruh. So I'm just gonna leave that be. Shout out to Luxury Bucket List in the chat. Quentin, you got a friend in this motherfucker. You got a friend, bruh. Better respect Luxury Bucket List. When you switch on, sister, yeah, dog, we gonna cook your ass. Trust me. You got a friend in the chat, Quentin. So we gonna leave you alone. Go ahead.
I didn't feel a certain way. I didn't say anything because I was a little off-putted. But once I understood what he was trying to do, I'm like, okay, well, you can't say this and that and the third. It's okay if you're like, okay, I have beautiful women on my panel. That is fine, right? Because people can acknowledge that people look nice and things like that. But it's when it becomes personalized that it looks funny to the audience.
How does his wife feel? Has his wife, Rita, ever expressed to you her disdain, or have you heard her discuss something with him about her disapproval of saying that to you on a show? Even because
Go ahead.
Well, let me just say this just before you answer. I think there's a line you draw in the sand when I say something because it's content. So I'm producing content here. I'm doing a show. And if I say to you, knowing your husband, wow, you look so beautiful and you're so gorgeous. Boy, I wish we could probably just go for a nice drink. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, but he's never said that to me.
Yeah, but
totally different.
He may not have used my words. I'm just saying.
No, he's never done that. Period. Like, oh, well, let's go for.
But he's called you beautiful.
Oh, yes.
And gorgeous.
Yes.
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 On the show.
Yes.
And to you, that's not a problem. Because it's happened more than once.
Correct.
And I'm not trying to make it a problem.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Let me answer your question. So, yeah.
Yo, her husband gotta respect this man, bro. He gotta respect this man because this man spoke to her in a way that he probably ain't speak to her. Because she probably was trying to hold back and really say, you know what I mean, it wasn't this and it wasn't that. But this guy being an outside party is really, really asking her questions. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think she was prepared for these things. And I think that maybe her husband is getting a lot of information out of this type of a video, bro. Because if I was her husband, I'm just putting myself in his place or his shoes because I'm not him. I just would be looking at this as a lot of more loopholes, and maybe I should have spent more time seeing what the hell was going on or checking Anton about some of these conversations, because it's not cool for him to be complimenting your wife and all of that, talking about she looking phenomenal and stuff and shit all the time. If that's yours, come on, bro. I just think that's real.
Yes, he said beautiful, gorgeous, whatever. But there's not like, well, I want to take you to the whatever, or let's do this and this and that. And it's just.
Well, he's taking you somewhere. Let's look at this picture. You guys were at a game when you said he wanted to take me somewhere.
This man has spoken to her husband. You dumb? This man's following the codes. It's a code to a man. He's speaking about a code to a man. See what I'm saying? He said, but I spoke to your husband. Remember, I met your husband. He said this to her. Think about it. Her husband and him don't got no connection? Yeah, all right. He's about to interview his wife after speaking to him. You don't think you'd probably reach out to say, look, I'm going to also have a conversation with your wife and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I could push hard. I could, you know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, you know what I mean? Yo, do what you need to do. Push the way you want to push the interview. Just go ahead. He probably gave him the green lights. The husband on some gangster shit to say, yo, do the interview. Because I think that this man probably crossed his T's and dotted I's. This man seems like a sharp brother. And I just don't see him. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why they're doing the interview after they've had communication before and he has met the husband. I don't know. He probably spoke to the husband like, you know what I mean? I'm going to do an interview. I ain't trying to make y'all shit look. You know what I'm saying? Speaking to the husband, bro. I don't want to make y'all shit kind of look. You know what I mean? And he probably told him like, yo, do the interview. How you want to do it. Push for your push. How you push back. I think so, bro. That's just my own thought, bro.
Now, I'll be honest. When I saw this picture, I was flabbergasted.
Why?
Because
wait.
Sure.
So go back to what you were saying, because you can't intertwine.
We need this man running for president, y'all fool. You don't need him interviewing nobody. He need to be interviewed and studied. This man needs to be running for president. this man for president, whatever his name is, blue suede suit for president. That's it. Just put it on the cards, blue suede suit, bro. We run it, man.
So you were asking,
Sure.
was he expounding on
Flirt.
on the certain type of things that he says? And we were talking about him saying beautiful, whatever, but not expounding in that way.
Yes.
Now, what is your question that you're asking now? Because
well, I think I asked him, was it disrespectful? Did you feel that it was disrespectful? And I think you answered it by saying no, because you realize that it's content and people do these shows and they say things. And you also clarified it by saying outside of the show, that has never happened. Would that be correct, what I heard?
Right. But you use the hook at the end to say, well, he's taking you somewhere. Well,
I think you said something, and we can probably roll it back in post-production. You said something about when we go places or he takes me somewhere. And that's what made me say.
So what I said was he's not adding on to the beautiful or gorgeous, saying, dang, you're so gorgeous.
Yes.
That
but he's let us be, because please roll it back and play back. Please. This man's name is Orlando, bruh. Let's put some spec on Orlando, bruh. I don't care if you're from Orlando, Florida. Hold up, bruh. It's not about you right now. It's about Orlando. I don't care if you're Orlando Bloom. None of them niggas. Not about you right now. It's about this guy, Orlando, bro. He running for president. Hold up.
I want to take you to the whatever, so we can do this.
And I thought we clarified that, because I said those are my words. That's what I said. And you did say he doesn't say that.
No.
Right. And I didn't want to put words in his mouth, but I wanted to be clear. So let's go to the picture.
Okay.
Tell us about this. How did this happen?
So this was the day that we did the interview. So the show did an interview, or just you and him? This was my interview day. The first day? Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So this is my interview day because you can go and you can see the outfits, the same outfit, same everything. Now, what he is doing here is he had already a business meeting set up there. So there is... That's what he told you, correct? That's what happened. No, I'm not saying that's what he told you as if...
Yo, this man right here, this man my uncle. Is we relatives? Nah, bro, he ain't just president. This nigga might be my uncle.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit.
Yo, I might have found my uncle live on screens, bruh. But go dig my granny up and tell her, bruh. Straight. You know my grandmom passed away. It's fucked up. Look, son, facts. I ain't lying. Look, it's my uncle, bro. Long lost. Look.
Level there. There is an area where if you have, your...
That's what he told you.
That's what he told you, you know.
Outfit, same fuck? Now, what he is doing here is he had already a business meeting set up there. So there is... That's what he told you, correct? That's what happened. No, I'm not saying that's what he told you as if that was a cake bake. He told you he had a business meeting and you were invited. No. Okay. So again, back there, probably like on the first level there is a area where if you have, your high roller seats and things like that, you, I don't know what they call it there in Detroit, but here in DC, they call it maybe the Ultra Club and things like that, where all the people that have club seats, things like that. Yeah. You have
the suites in the stadium. That's what she's talking about. What, a suite? You could get the suites. When you go to the stadium, you could get the suite rooms up there, food and all type of shit in there, bust your bottles. You be standing up there in your own little shit. Possibility. Are you leaning to that? Okay. And? Of
course, conference rooms, other things up there. And back there is where he had his meetings. He met a couple of high profile people. They were talking about sponsorships. They were talking about interviews, a whole lot of stuff. No, I still don't think you answered the question. What I'm trying to get at, what was I doing there? How did, because I said he had a business.
Hold up, y'all. I don't want to pause this shit this much, man, but this man too sharp. Look at the fucking Chris. What's that, the Dior tie? Peep the Dior on the tie. Salute to my brother.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That's
on bullshit. He got on a gold shirt. Or mustard? What color is that? Yo, bro. Whatever it is, I trust it.
Profile people. They were talking about sponsorships. They were talking about interviews, a whole lot of stuff.
No, I still don't think you answered the question. What I'm trying to
You
get
asked
at,
what was I doing there?
how did, because I said he had a business meeting and
Correct.
invited you,
Correct.
and you said no. So you didn't fall out the sky. They didn't open up the dome and you came down on a harness into the meeting. So what I'm saying is
Hold on. Ask your actual question.
So this is what I'm saying. The interview is over. The one-on-one interview is over, correct?
Correct.
What does the conversation sound like to invite you to come here?
Okay.
Because I said you were
okay.
invited and you said no.
Okay. So no, that's not what I said. But
We're going to play it back.
Nevertheless, so again, he had business meetings there, and he said, well, I got a couple meetings at the game, and these people I think will be good for you to meet. I said, sure.
And you were the only one from...
And you met them, but ain't like you linked with you and you got nothing done with that shit. You just came there for show. Show and tell. Remember when we was in school? You went there for show and tell on some bullshit.
Shit. Got your ass.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
He brought her there for show and tell, homie. Because you act like that meeting actually materialized and she met them people and actually did some business with people. Unless she did that on her own time. Because if it was up to Anton, he ain't letting that go down. Not without him. He said he need 50-50 on the box. He need to occupy the box just in case, allegedly, he need to be warming up the box. Allegedly, if he need to warm up the box. That's where he's at, bro, allegedly.
The team that went, or were there other people? I know you were on the interview.
I wasn't at a team then.
No, I'm saying the interview was his staff, his production.
Aggressive?
Like camera people, producers, etc. So the production is over. Did he not only apprise you that he was going and invited you, were there other production people?
Well,
because we all have gone out together after production.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, again, you have production people and everything, and all that other good stuff. Anton does everything himself.
Yes.
And I do mean all of it. Unless sometimes, like if he has something else going on, there may be another person there because they maybe have to help him with something else. But if it's only like one thing that he's doing outside of his own videos,
sure,
it's only him.
So his wife wasn't there.
At this one, no.
Right. So you flew out for an interview.
Mm-hmm.
You went to his studio or place of production.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did an interview, and it's just you guys. Correct.
So I flew to Detroit. Got to the hotel. Okay. Got to the studio.
He booked a hotel for you. The location.
Correct.
Okay.
Got to the studio.
Sharp.
His wife came past the studio. That's when I first met her.
Sure.
But she did not stay.
Okay. Let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to be too investigatory, but it gives foundation.
Mm-hmm.
How far is the hotel from the studio and from his home, if you knew that?
I've never been to his home. So
well, you don't have to go to a person's home.
You said from his home, so yeah. I don't know.
You don't know that. Okay, fair enough. From the studio. Give or take 5, 10, 15 minutes or more.
I say maybe 10 or 15.
Okay, 10 or 15. So then he says...
It's all downtown.
It's all downtown. So he says, hey, I got this business meeting. I'm going to this game. Would you like to go with me? Mm-hmm. And obviously you said yes, because you weren't forced into going.
I got this game. I got this meeting.
I have this meeting. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I'm looking at this picture, are you all on the floor at a basketball game?
Correct, that's the floor.
Okay, at a basketball game.
Correct.
So you went to a basketball game. Did you watch the game?
No, this picture right here, we probably sat on this court maybe 10 minutes.
Oh,
we
I
were
see.
In
so,
the back.
So a meeting, and then y'all just went on the floor to take a picture.
No, we just went on the floor, and we sat there maybe 10 minutes, and then they had their,
sat there 10 minutes to watch a game. For 10 minutes?
He wanted to see a little bit of the game. Sat there maybe about 10 minutes. The quarter ended, went right back to the back.
Okay, and was his wife invited with you guys to the business meeting?
I don't know if she was invited or not.
Was she there?
If she was there, no.
She was not there. Mm-mm. Okay. In that moment, did you feel awkward?
No, because I was there for a meeting. So
you had nothing to do with the meeting, right?
Let me finish.
Sure.
I was there for a meeting, right? So he's
Right. You was there for show and tell. Remember when we did science experience? What the hell happened when we was in public school? You know what happened? You was there for show and tell. Let's keep it a goddamn fact with each other. That's it.
already having his business dealings, whatever he's going to do. You're in business, you're in this crowd.
Sure.
You absolutely understand that there are networking opportunities. If I know so-and-so and I bring you with me
Sure.
and so-and-so sees you,
Correct.
oh, you can make networking opportunities. And you also know that it does not happen in a vacuum. It does not happen in offices.
Correct.
It does not happen. You can be at the golfing, you can be at the NBA games,
Correct.
all types of things. So again, kind of like just like the thing we were talking about with it just being the fact that it's just that person that is the business entity. I also think that when people don't know business or people have never experienced what it's like to network, especially with people that are upper echelon, they don't understand that these things don't happen in just offices. These things don't happen in a particular place. So there are a lot of high rollers and business people. Like there were people there that were part of the NBA.
Sure.
The guy that owns the actual arena.
Yeah.
All there.
Yeah.
All the mayor, like all there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, the former mayor.
The former mayor.
Nothing to do with you. You're not like you about to link with these people. This is for show and tell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the difference, and you know this because we work together.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to how critical it is for the male that you're working with, particularly when it's sort of independent and we are being seen and these sort of pictures come about. It's important to meet and know your husband. And I'm not saying he isn't a man of character because I don't know Anton. And I'm not here to vilify him. I'm just going based off how things look and what the concerns have been in the public.
I can understand, but that's why I don't mind. That's why I don't mind talking about it, because there's nothing nefarious that I ever had going on. And again, I never do anything unless my husband knows.
So your husband knew that you were going to this business meeting.
My husband knew that I was where I was.
No, let's be very clear.
You're talking fast, y'all. We got children. You be asking your kids some shit. They talk so fast. You got to slow it down. You got to remember when your ass was young. Like, wait a minute. That shit do not sound right, Scully or Mulder. Nope, don't sound right.
I can understand, but that's why I don't mind. That's why I don't mind talking about it, because there's nothing nefarious that I ever had going on. And again, I never do anything unless my husband knows.
So your husband knew that you were going to this business meeting.
My husband knew that I was where I was.
No, let's be.
I could tell you're lying, because when you're denying, you start up.
Very clear with language. So I want to be clear with my question.
Okay.
Did your husband know that after the show, the interview was over, you were going to a basketball, not a basketball, you were going to a meeting at an arena where a basketball game was?
I don't remember if I told him before or after, but I did tell my husband. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you told him. But
of course.
When you say you don't remember
meaning
before
like,
or after,
meaning like
is it fair to say you told him after?
No, it's not fair.
Because how do you not remember that?
Because I don't remember everything about that day.
No, but you're a married woman. A married woman who goes.
A married woman. You don't remember everything about that day. If that ain't some bullshit right there, bro. As a married woman, it doesn't matter. You conduct yourself the way you're conducting yourself every day. And that's how you're so confident about anything that you might hear. Like, the fuck out of that ain't me. I know how I'm moving outside on earth. We're not playing that game, right? She's talking about she don't even remember. Yet you want us to put so much soul trust in you saying that your relationship is this and that. You saying that flirting to you is the man saying, you so cute. You so pretty. What are we, fucking 5? Yeah, bro. Why did she do this interview? Exactly, luxury bucket list. Why the hell did she do this? She was not ready for this man. This man shit sharp. We can see it painted on though. You got the shit painted on. Remember Biggie said that line, but this shit sharp.
And I want to be fair to you, but I want us
because to me, everything that I'm doing is business. So again,
but a married woman doesn't forget if she told her husband she went somewhere before or after.
No, you're trying to pinpoint a time frame, and I'm telling you, I don't remember my time frame.
Not a time frame.
I tell my husband everything. So yes, I did, and I posted this. This is my picture.
Yes.
So again, if I was trying to hide it, if I didn't want my husband to know it, I would have never posted.
So you think posting it makes you innocuous?
No, I'm telling you that I don't hide anything. I have nothing to hide. And so if I wanted to hide something from my spouse, I would have never.
Let's look at the next picture. I thought the next picture was really interesting. And
would have been a cheat at least once or twice. I ain't proud of it. But I probably used that line right there. I posted it. What you think I'm posting her for? You think I would have posted it? Bruh, I think I used that one up. Don't try that one, y'all. Uda done hot the spot with that one. And we don't need to be cheating because the black man don't cheat.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
But don't try that one. Don't try that one, bro. Don't try that one, son. She's going to be hitting you with garbage cans and all type of shit going out the door. Your clothes flying through the window at the same damn time. Don't do it, bro. Unless you want your shit bleached. Then my bleach out your clothes. Unless you want your shit bleached, homie. Don't do this. It's not it, bro. Trust me. Black man don't cheat. Let's treat our women better.
In this next
picture. But
wait,
why are you leaving that one? Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving that one?
What is there more you want to expound?
No, but it's something that you want to expound on because
you said why I'm leaving that picture to go to the next one? Because I felt like you gave clarity. What I heard you say was it wasn't a basketball game I was invited to. Correct. I was invited to a business meeting.
Correct.
I heard you say I went for an interview, and after the interview, I was asked and I accepted the offer.
Okay.
I heard you say that I apprised my husband, or you told your husband this is where you were going. You couldn't remember if it was before or after, but either way, your husband knew. And the final thing you said was you posted the picture.
Correct.
I have nothing further. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Next picture. I was flabbergasted by this picture.
Okay, tell me why.
Because there's no way my wife would be physically touching, leaning on a married man, leaning on a single man, leaning on another man in a way that suggests I'm feeling you, I like you. This is really some sort of.
Why do you think that says I'm feeling you?
Even if it doesn't say I'm feeling you, I don't want my wife.
Why do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think that suggests that I'm feeling you? Because
okay, let's
hold on. The reason why I'm asking you, the reason why I'm asking you is I have tons of pictures.
Hold up. What's the name of this councilman? Some black guy, but they said he's Jamaican supposedly. They say he a tether though. I don't know. He don't represent the people. His name is Donaldson or something like that. Him. She has a picture with him on her social media. It's not a picture like that, right? Donaldson is an important person, right? She's leaned up on this man. Hands on this man's chest, you know. What type of picture is that, bro? Where's his hand at? What? Raggy?
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit.
Yo, homie, y'all get y'all girls out here, homie. Unless she for the streets. Y'all get y'all chicks, bro. Because this crazy.
Of our former co-host.
Yep.
With the same lean, everything.
But here's the difference.
Hold on.
Yes.
And that person is also a male. All right. And we have a working relationship, and it's the same exact type of picture.
But here's the disrespect. This is a married man that you are physically leaning into.
I'm not leaning into.
That to me,
I'm not leaning into.
To me, let me, and
there's space there.
Here's my perspective of it. There's a
So this woman think we Ray Charles, or this woman think we goddamn Stevie, and we not Stevie because Stevie could goddamn see, because we ain't no damn fool, Stevie. Let's keep it real. We not caught up in the bullshit no more, bro. Stevie can see, bro. Bro, why she think we blind? She gonna tell us that this ain't leaning up on this man. If that ain't the most bullshit I ever heard, son. Nah, Micca, we can't respect this shit. I don't know why you did this interview. This man in the blue suede suit, he's the sharpest dude. The man name is Orlando. If you from Orlando, Florida, today is not about you. It's about Orlando. If you Orlando Bloom or anybody named Orlando Brown, it ain't about you today.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some
today.
bullshit right
It's
there.
about this man who's running for president right now, and we gonna get behind it, and we gonna support this man. Because this man got a lot to say. This man got a lot to say. But Micca,
You lying ass bitch.
say that. Cat Williams said that shit. But you lying like a motherfucker.
gap between it, but I'm looking at how you have a smile on your face. This is just my perspective. Your eyes look seductive. Just my perspective. And your arm is relaxed on his upper shoulder.
Correct.
And I would never imagine a married woman leaning on a business male partner that way. That to me is inappropriate. That's if you were my wife, I would have a serious problem. My problem would be so serious, you would have to probably extinguish your contract with him.
Hold up, wait. Why she keep talking while he trying to say this? Like me and you's the one in the relationship. Lady, hold up. I'm doing an interview here. And I'm also running for president at the same damn time. My name is Mr. Blue Suede Suit. Fuck is you talking about with the gold shirt? Fuck is you talking about?
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Why are you trying to itch up in my little thing I'm trying to say? Hold up, bro. Listen to her.
And
my man
I would never imagine a married woman leaning on a business male partner that way. That to me is inappropriate. That's if you were my wife, I would have a serious problem. My problem would be so serious, you would have to probably extinguish your contract with him. Just because, and I will also feel a little uncomfortable that this gentleman obviously did not either push you away or suggest that we shouldn't take this type of picture. I've never met your husband. I fly you out here once or twice. This is this may not be the first time. So which point was this? Not that it matters if it was the third time, the fourth time.
This is the second time.
Oh goodness, the second time?
This is the second time I'm out there. Not the second time I'm dealing with Anton.
Okay, so what's and it doesn't matter to me, but what's that gap between the first time you're there, he takes you to a business meeting at a basketball game, and you guys are sitting on the floor like you are
that we're working together? And it's not like that.
Well, that's not working together.
Go back to what you just said.
Is that working together?
No. Go back to what you just said.
Which part?
It's not that. No, you said a couple.
Well, pick one.
No, you said sitting on the floor like you are a couple.
Yeah, listen. I'm not.
But you're interjecting your own thoughts, especially.
I'm giving you my perspective.
But your perspective is after I told you.
Micca, you're not being trustworthy with us, Micca. You're not. You really, really not, Micca. Because we could just go here. Look, let's just scroll your Insta, IG. God bless IG. Look, let's just scroll it, see if she's around men. Okay, this guy right here, Donaldson. Remember, he's an important guy, right? But look, this is a good picture, right? It's an important guy. You're not leaned up on this man. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Let's see if she got any pictures with some other guys. I've seen another one with somebody. This is with a woman. This is with a guy. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. That's a picture. You know what I'm saying? You ain't leaned up on the dude. And you probably know this dude probably better than damn Anton for, you know. He look probably like he from Washington, D.C. or some shit. So, you know what I'm saying? This look kind of respectful. This don't look bad. You know what I'm saying? So you know the difference in between these pictures. Look, you with another dude. He a whole rapper. This Trell, right? What's his name again? Fat Gleesh. My bad, Fat Gleesh. And you on Fat Gleesh looking like you want to be a part of the staff or whatever you was down with, doing a little interview with him, trying to do something. But even Fat Gleesh, even though he probably want to slide, He's respectful. Fat Gleese, but you want to say the rapper is that guy, and he's the degenerate.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Plus, he got a double cup of some syrup and a spliff in his goddamn hand, and you already know he's throwing up some damn gang signs. But besides that, this man still's keeping it respectful. So we got to respect that right there. You know what I'm saying? So don't just put everything on the black man that's a rapper, because that's decent from Fat Gleesh. He ain't disrespecting her. He understand the optics of shit. And this is what we understand, that she understands the optics of stuff. So let us stop doing the mind games and let us stop doing that with us. And I don't know why she did this interview. And I'm going to say that again.
So to put something else there.
Okay, I see. That's fair. Okay, so but I think that's a fair point. I don't want to spin it. What I want to say is messaging, imagery is critical because imagery is messaging.
Correct.
And a lot of times on the Jumbotron at a game, we often see couples, whether you're high up or you're on the floor. A lot of times when people are on the floor, you see.
Do you sit at the game?
Do I sit at the game?
Correct.
Yes.
Do you sit at the game on the floor?
I have.
No. Do you all the time?
No.
Okay. All right. So who have you met at these games on the floor?
This is my show, not yours. I'm not answering the questions.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, why are we going through all of that? So I'm glad he answered this shit. He just cut to the chase. He's on real bullshit today. That man ain't come to play. He said, today is my moment, and I'm not an ant tonight. And I'm showing up my goddamn blue suede suit. I ain't playing around with y'all motherfucker today.
And the reason
I come on your show, then we can get into that.
However, but the reason I asked you is to give perspective, right?
Yes.
Because what I found, okay, because I'm usually in the skybox.
Yes.
When I'm here in DC, I'm in my box. I don't like to be down on the floor. That's not my thing.
Sure.
On the floor, there are family members there. They are some of those people. A lot of them are like business seats.
Yep.
So anybody from these law firms, offices, are down there on the floor.
Yep.
That I've never known who sits down on the floor because I don't care and I don't sit there, right? But by being there, I found out who was actually down there, family members, business partners, all of that. That's what I met.
Listen,
hold on.
Yes.
So again, I'm not disputing your perspective as far as people that don't know.
Yeah.
Right? That's fair. But when you are in that world and you are in the know, and you know more than just the I would say the popular culture of who might sit down there, right? Because you might see your favorite rapper, things like that. But all those people that are sitting beside the rapper, you absolutely don't know why they're there.
But two married people shouldn't be sitting together without their spouses.
No. Now, see, and here we are again with you going back to something that's not, because you are essentially saying that I cannot do any business dealings with somebody that is in.
But to be fair, Micca, you met his wife. You got these luxurious, beautiful things to say about her. Shout out to Anton's wife. But he can't say the same about your husband, nor could your husband say the same about him. When she was asked about you, Anton asked his wife about you. She said, I love Micca. That's my boo. I don't know what that means. It could mean whatever it wants to mean, but I'm just saying, at least she had something to say towards you. Your husband doesn't have the same feeling. Why can't he feel the same way as all three of y'all? And why can't that be a vice versa thing from Anton towards him? So this is what she's not being genuine.
Business because that person is married.
No, what I'm saying is somebody who's never met your husband.
Because if I go out with you or anybody
and
else,
I met your husband.
Okay, but
the former host has met your husband.
We've already talked about that.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is, you're saying because you don't know when you're looking at that picture. You don't know if he met him or not.
I know he hasn't met your husband. When I looked at that picture, and maybe because I have inside knowledge.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why.
So my point is,
Yes.
you don't know.
But it does, I don't have to know
So
to
what
know
I'm
that that's
saying-
inappropriate. Let me say this.
To me, he don't know. You said that he didn't meet your husband. He said, me looking at that picture, I would feel like that man didn't meet your husband. That's just me personally, right? And come to find out that you said you got a husband, one, which we ain't know.
Oh no, you
What?
can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
And your husband did not know. So what is she arguing? What point is she arguing when she already confirmed that her husband didn't know? I'm going to leave you with that.
And maybe you just don't see it. You can't see how this could be construed.
That's not what I said.
Okay,
We just talked.
Okay, so do you see this as being inappropriate?
We just talked about what it can look like imagery-wise.
So let me ask you, forget the imagery. Is this inappropriate to you?
From my perspective, it wasn't, because that's not what I was doing. But I told you,
Yeah.
I can understand why people might have thought that, but I literally did not have anything going on.
Yo, I'm going to tell you the truth, bro. I tried that lie before, bro. I got busted in the head with an elephant statue, bro. Ain't true, bro. Don't try that one. It's not good enough.
Or anything, like there's nothing inappropriate going on. So me just leaning didn't seem like an issue to me.
Okay, so here's some hard questions I really, really need to ask you. First one is, it may not be as hard, but here it is. Are you going to continue working with Anton?
Well, I do not. Well, I have not been on after hours since the whole incident happened.
That's not answering my question.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
So I haven't been on after hours since the incident happened. And I felt that, there were a lot of things that
Wait, hold on, wait, y'all. You know I love
did
y'all, but hold up. You know, Udo is supposed to, he wouldn't let the shit play. I'm tired of this. He for the hood. Wait, y'all. Because she get attitudes with the wrong goddamn people. I ain't seen her flare up on Anton ass yet. Stop, Debo. We seen what happened in Friday, Micca, because she Debo right now. Stop the bullshit. Don't try to Debo us.
Since the whole incident happened.
That's not answering my question.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
So I haven't been on after hours since the incident happened. And I felt that, there were a lot of things that I did not like about everything that went on. So with that, I decided to pull away from the show. So no, I am not.
Is that a
That's
permanent
a no,
termination?
I am not.
Permanent termination?
Yes. I was only doing one show.
Okay, so you're no longer a part of it. Here's another very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had sex?
No. Hold on. No.
Okay. Any sexual?
Wait, you doing a little too much for me. Because Bill Clinton looked in that camera, y'all. You hear me? Bill motherfucking Clinton looked in that camera and said, listen, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. That's what he had to say to us. He looked in that camera. He knew all them shit was on. The whole world was on Clinton ass. He looked in that camera just like this. He didn't do all of this. He ain't pull a Martin Lawrence and he ain't do none of that.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
Leave it be. Because even we thought, we was like Clinton. We was looking at Clinton like this. But at least Clinton went like this. He was like, wait a minute. Is Clinton telling the truth? It made you kind of think. But Micca shit? Nah, bro. That shit was given Martin Lawrence. That shit was given ML episode 5, season 2. When he had the fade, his shit, he got a little paper. Remember when Martin came with the Rolex? Yeah, I'll bring up the episode. I'll show you. That's what it's given. Hold up.
I am not.
Is that a permanent term? Okay.
So I haven't been on after hours since the incident happened. And I felt that, there were a lot of things that I did not like about everything that went on. So with that, I decided to pull away from the show. So no, I am not.
Is that a permanent termination?
I am not.
Permanent termination?
Yes. I was only doing one show.
Okay, so you're no longer a part of it. Here's another very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had sex?
No.
Any?
Hold on. No.
Okay. any sexual relations?
No. It's always been strictly professional. And that's,
And you could be professionally sexual.
oh, I would know.
Well, that's
So
what I'm asking.
again,
Yeah.
it's always been strictly.
Ooh, yo, man, this man is running for president, bro. The man said you could be professionally sexual, bro. Yo, bro, he just gave me some game. Yo, bro, shout out to this man.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some
Shout out to this
right
man.
there.
You could, you better get up. Woman, you could be professionally sexual. Don't play with me. Yo, that's some real ass bars right there, bro. Fellas, take notes. This man sharp. Hold up.
Strictly professional. And that's,
And you could be professionally sexual.
Hmm?
oh, I would know.
Well, that's
So
what I'm asking.
again,
Yeah.
it's always been strictly
How
professional.
you wouldn't know when people flirting with your ass and all type of shit, and that's sexual energy. People complimenting all of you, how you look, you looking phenomenal and all this other shit, right? This is professionally sexual. Y'all professional, right? But this is some sexual type shit that's going on, right? Because after the Corey shit, he ain't say me and this woman ain't got no sexual relations like Bill Clinton did. He talking about she looked phenomenal, all this other dumb shit, and talk about somebody dirty macked him or some stupid shit, kind of leaning towards you and her got some shit together when we've confirmed today that this woman's married and you married too. So you get the goddamn donkey of the day today, Anton Daniels.
Excuse me, buying hugs for $1. No, I'm buying hugs.
I appreciate it.
I want to give you $1 for a hug.
I appreciate it. We got the close physical contact. Not so
None?
Professional.
That's what I expected.
Professional. Like I said, Anton has a persona online.
Okay.
I get his persona online, but personally, Anton hasn't done that to me.
Okay. What happened between
So
him?
you mean his persona online can make him flirt with you, do anything sexual towards you, or whatever the case that this man is obviously trying to get up out of you? I don't know how this shit makes sense, man. I just don't know.
And Corey Holcomb, because the 5150 show, from what we all saw, you were there with Anton, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see you, but clearly Corey said your name. And I even saw a video that he said Micca can come and do the show. She could come here. I would love for her to come. What happened that was not visible to the public that you can share? Like, we saw a lot, but was there anything behind the scenes? Were the guys agitated initially? I remember, I think I saw something where you said that it was actually on your own show. You said, hey, Corey shook my hand. I met him and he knew I was there. What?
Slimmy ain't never said shit. So we already know that.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some
Leave that to me.
bullshit right there.
Slimmy ain't never said shit. So leave it. Slimmy ain't gonna say shit. But this man for president. This man for president.
Happened?
You need that water.
Okay, so we got to the studio, and
Let's back up a little.
okay,
Again, here's another invitation, correct? It's another invitation from Anton, an invitation.
no, well, no.
Corey, did Corey invite you?
No. So this is how this rolled out.
Sure.
So Anton decided to put together a podcast tour that he was going to do, and that he's still on, actually, that he was going to go to different locations. Cool. I am the only person on Anton's program that is an actual content creator, not a panelist, not a guest. I'm an actual content creator. So,
why are you the only one?
Because I'm the only one that wants to do content outside of Anton.
Are you the only beautiful one on his team?
Oof, wait a minute. But first of all, she said, I'm the only one that wants to do content outside of Anton. So you Antonites. You Antonites. Ball head. Yo. She said, I'm the only one. Is that true, Antonites? Is that true, Slimmy says? That never said shit? Is that true, Quentin? Allegedly, I ain't saying shit because Luxury Bucket List your sister. So I'm going to leave it be. I'm going to leave it to Beaver. I'ma leave it be. What's going on? Nah. Nah. Them Nas. Nah. Can't sleep till we figure this shit out. Can't eat. We about to figure this shit the fuck out tonight. What?
That's subjective.
But
there's other pretty women there that he was going to do, and that he's still on actually. That he was going to go to different.
She shitted on the whole gang, bro. I don't want to hear nothing.
Cool.
She said, "I'm the only one." That's big chops for her to say that, bro. Look, 2K got a show. Look at Kulu said 2K got a show. I went into Kulu. 2K got a show that's doing this little thing too. I'm saying though, look, she didn't say nobody, bro. She said, "I'm the only one." That's big words to say, bro. You got to listen to when people speak, and I think that she's putting her foot in her mouth a lot. And I think, you know what I mean, she's shitting on people, so it's kind of crazy.
I am the only person on Anton's program that is an actual content creator, not a panelist, not a guest. I'm an actual content creator. So
why are you the only one?
Because I'm the only one that wants to do content outside of Anton.
Are you the only beautiful one on his team?
That's subjective. But there's other pretty women there. But whatever you think, that's what you think. But there's other women.
Do you think you look better than his wife?
No, I'm not going to answer that question because that's just ridiculous.
I mean, again, these are things that were sent to me. People have said, "Can you please ask her how she feels?"
Why would I answer that? Why would I subject another woman to answering something that is absolutely insane? But
fair enough. Go ahead.
And it's disrespectful.
And that picture was disrespectful.
But she was there.
She was there at the second one?
Yes.
That second picture?
Yes.
Did she take the picture of you leaning on her husband?
I sent you the video. Why play that?
I'll show that video when she was sitting on.
She was there. What? He said, did she take the picture of you leaning on her husband? Remember, she said she wasn't leaning. Why she didn't give him no pushback again right there? Because remember, even in the court of law, if you don't argue some shit, then it means you concede to the point. So if somebody's saying that you did some shit, you got to say something. If you don't say some shit, then we could just all believe you did some shit. Why she ain't concede? She conceded, bro.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Crazy.
His lap. She was there at the second one?
Yes.
That second picture?
Yes.
Did she take the picture of you leaning on her husband?
I sent you the video. Why play that?
I'll show that video when she was sitting on his lap.
And what were we doing in the video?
I think I saw you in the back, and maybe y'all were doing a show or something.
Yeah, we were doing an after-hour show.
And he told his wife to come on over and sit down. But
now,
I think you're using
no.
That isolated.
No, that's not isolated. That was the entire day. So
no, I mean isolated your history with him.
No.
Okay.
That the only one that she has that she wasn't at was the first one at the game. Outside of that, Rita is there. Now, I'm not in charge of her schedule.
And that's even scarier.
She's there most of the time, which is 99.99% of the time.
I don't know her. I haven't spoken with her.
She does a lot of the business dealing. She does the emails. She does the scheduling because she actually scheduled my flight.
Sure.
Cool. But before you was acting like Anton did everything by himself and he had no staff or nobody. She said Anton really does everything by himself. Remember, I'm not stupid. She said that earlier in this video. So if you're at that part right now, I say, damn, she just said that. Exactly. We not dumb.
She does those. So Anton is not the person that actually does it. He has an assistant, but a lot of the times his wife does it.
Yeah. And you do have husband-wife business partners. Yeah.
Tons of them.
Yeah. And sometimes those individuals, wife or husband, can be accepting of different arrangements.
Okay, but what does that have to do with me? My arrangement is business and personal.
Right. That's what I mean.
Personal.
That's what I mean. That arrangement. Yeah.
So no, it's not an arrangement. It's an actual business.
No, it's an arrangement
words
by
matter.
A contract.
Words matter.
Yeah.
And
I'm very fastidious when it comes to words.
Yeah, I know. And and you're also a fast talker. So I pick up on it.
I'm not that fast.
You fast, but I listen.
Sure.
However, no, she does a lot of the booking. So she knows who's coming in and out and things like that. But like I said, that last one that we were just talking about, she was there the entire time. That's why in the video I sent you, she just came on in. She had been sitting there the entire day.
Okay, going back to Corey. So you were there, you arrived, and the show starts.
No.
Well, let's skip past everything else and just get to the crux of it.
Okay.
What do you think really set off either Corey or Anton?
At what part?
At any part. You were there, so you may have witnessed or have seen characteristics that could have been combustible and sort of inflamed them.
I think both of them set each other off, because you have two men that are good at what they do, two men that are trying to get their point of view across as what is the best view.
Sure.
And they don't not only not agree on political things, they don't agree on certain values.
But what's the issue? Because it seems like Corey doesn't like that Anton allegedly espouses white America's thinking, or he minimizes Black people, or his role as a conservative prowess, if you will, seems to demean and diminish the light of Black Americans. And Corey is perturbed and turned off by that. And Corey, therefore, or maybe Anton Corey says something about sucking, male parts or something. And I think what actually happened? I can't remember who said what.
So
I think Corey said kissing
white people's
behind. Yeah.
And then Anton said, well, you sucked of Black people.
Yes.
And he just didn't like the sucking comment.
Yeah. Now I was disturbed that honestly Corey was that upset. I mean, I get the respectability component.
I thought it was just a bat, because you just said, I kiss somebody's butt, so I'm just up in this one. Well, you do this to Black people, and a lot of people, use that.
Yeah, but in the urban Black community, you can't say to another man, suck something. But I also think Anton had a right to say what he said about, you can't tell me that I'm kissing somebody's behind.
Correct. And you can't tell somebody how they feel about the disrespectful comment.
That's correct.
Some people may not feel that, saying you kiss white men, but if you feel the way Corey feels, then maybe you don't, because you think it's appropriate.
I think Anton handled that so respectfully.
I thought the exchange, was warranted how both of them went, but I didn't think it needed to be elevated to where.
And I say respectfully in the sense that Anton didn't allow it to get physical, because I thought Corey was about to dog him. When if Anton has said one more time what Corey told him not to say, for some reason I thought, wow, he may punch him. But then I was disappointed to see two Black men.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
I didn't like it. One, because there were myself and Darlene and other females in the studio.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that. Especially with men, I think you should be able to handle things cordially.
Why did Corey call you a bitch?
I don't know why he called me one, honestly.
Yeah. Are you going on the show? Will you go?
Am I going on his show? No, not to my knowledge.
But I think publicly he said Micca could come.
Not to my knowledge is good words. We got to listen to words usage, because either you want to go around. Remember, Corey just disrespected again after all of that, but she's looking like she's still open to going on Corey's show. You're like, no, it would be like you was actually circling around the Anton question. Would you go back on his show, right? And now we asking about Corey's show, and I just don't like the answer. I don't know.
If Corey invited you to 50-51, will you show up?
Probably not. And the reason why I say that is the same way, I can accept an apology. I can accept somebody saying a wrongdoing. I accept people make mistakes, and I'm not putting that above anything, but I understand what that show is now. And so I don't think I fit, the audience too much. And I don't think, I would provide any value.
What is it that you want people to walk away with today? What truth do you want people to walk away with? And what more do you want to say about all of what we discussed today? Anton, Corey, your business relationship, your husband. We've touched on so many categories. So let's start with the first one. What truth do you want people to walk away with?
Not what truth. There's only the truth.
Sure.
The truth really honestly is that there are lessons. There are...
Oh, this is good. I love lessons. What's the lesson that you extracted from this experience? Because your life was speaking to you. Do you understand that?
I learned a valuable lesson. Outside of your wordsmithing,
well,
outside of your wordsmithing, I do think it is important for your spouse to meet everybody. Right?
Thank God we made progress.
Oh no, I wasn't ever not agreeing with you.
Sure.
I just still wanted you to understand that there wasn't anything nefarious there.
Yeah. On whose part?
On
yours, because you can't speak for anyone else.
Correct.
Yes.
But so I didn't want that to be misconstrued in what you were asking.
Sure.
But I do think it's important because, if and not that he would even be online talk, because he's not going to do that.
Sure.
But just to be able to have that sense of, if something like this happens, you understand, other people can have an understanding that, that person definitely knows what's going on, even though he does. Absolutely. I've told him this, that, and third goes on. This is what we're doing. This is the paperwork with this, blah, 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 whatever. But when you have somebody, like you or others that are asking questions, I don't have to try to defend something that isn't happening, that absolutely isn't happening. And so I think the best way to put it is not having to make something a thing when it's not a thing. And not having to have things appear a way. Because I can tell you in each one of those pictures, that's literally just chilling
and
the entire time.
And most importantly, if I can impose, most importantly, making your family a priority, making your husband
my family is definitely a priority.
Well, again, we're talking about imagery. The public doesn't know behind the scenes. Right. You're a public figure. You do a show. I do a show. You put things out there, and you have to be responsible for the images that you put out, but also the images that you are participating in, and be a very conscious, clear, and very divine woman who walks with the knowledge of knowing that any man that you deal with as a married woman should meet your husband if it's a contractual ongoing relationship. It doesn't mean that some new guy starts working at the job, your husband needs to know. No, but if you're doing business and if this person you're opening your life up to, you're flying somewhere, God forbid you could have flown somewhere and that would have been your last flight.
Well, I mean, that can happen regardless whether my husband meets somebody or not.
Yeah, but it's critical to have your husband an integral part of your decisions when you're out here making them.
And he's still, and my husband's very much a part of my decisions because again, I don't move, and that's I have to explain to my husband where I'm going. I don't get to just get up and go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's always there. But what I'm talking about, one, the public wouldn't even know whether I did or didn't.
Yeah.
So me giving you this interview and telling you that it's something that the public would never even know.
Yeah. But let's remove the public thinking for a second and just perhaps think about maybe how your husband felt. I can't. I'm not going to speculate how. Well, let me ask you this: do you think all the images plastered all over social media, he felt good?
I'm not going to do that either.
You're not going to do what?
I'm not going to say what my husband felt like. My husband.
Did you and your husband have a conversation?
Figure, so I'm not going to.
Right. I'm right, but I'm just saying, did you and your husband have a conversation about what he was exposed to? He sees images on social media.
Oh, you mean, okay, so are you talking about this incident?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, now go ahead and answer the question.
So what I'm saying is when your husband sees these images, what I'm saying is it's not important what the public sees or thinks, but it's perhaps what your husband and your family feel when they open up YouTube.
So those pictures have been sitting there for a year.
Well, not just those pictures. I'm just saying the most recent thing when you went with Anton to Corey's show, and things was just, there was a recent conversation about you being the side chick. So
so that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The images are not.
But those images corroborated. But those images corroborated a narrative that people wanted to put out there.
That they
had something to use.
Well, they have. You can. Let me rephrase it.
And those images was also scrubbed from the internet as well, whether you posted them or not. All of these pictures was removed. And if it was really nothing indecent and it wasn't really that, why is that the vibe? So this is why that even corroborates that. It leans more into the narrative, whether it's a narrative or not. So the optics don't look in your favor.
This way. You can use whatever you want to create a narrative, but again, those images have been on my Instagram for over a year.
And that's a beef I had with you. Why is this man on your Instagram and not your husband?
So I don't want to put that in.
Okay.
But
do you understand?
Then that pull me to pulling his mindset in. And he's not sitting here talking.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But no other males. So these are the takeaways. Mm-hmm. No males on your Instagram.
Well, I wasn't finished. So we have the lessons.
Yes.
And we have
So what was the first lesson again you said you got from this?
Oh, just being, so what the takeaways are: first, lessons. Understanding that even though this is all business, this is above board, the public may perceive something a certain way, and you just have to be aware of how they may perceive it, even if it's not that.
Correct.
So, why are you putting things on the public? Talk about you. What do you take away from this? The public, and what the public think is what you take away from this. Your husband's here, you, your family, all kind of shit. People selling in your name, talking about you, somebody's side chick, all type of shit, especially if you're not somebody's side chick. There's so many takeaways from this shit. So many takeaways. But yeah, she's running in circles. It's crazy, bro.
Not to give the public something to make a thing when it's not a thing. And
no accountability,
having to defend a lie. Because now when people ask me a question about that situation, it's to defend something that absolutely never happened.
Yeah.
And you cannot defend a lie.
What's the next takeaway?
The next takeaway is just to just to make sure that
Remember, the first takeaway was that she said I should have involved my husband more. Now she's saying some other first takeaway is this lesson or whatever she think this is. The first takeaway is I should have allowed my husband to be knowing more, whatever it is, more in the knowing in the situation, regardless of what. That is what the first takeaway was. And that sounds like a good first takeaway.
It's everything is contractual, right? So even though if me and you are, my manager, just to make sure everything is contractual, even with the third party.
Next takeaway. If there's a next, I don't want to just line them up for you.
No, opposite of that, it's just, honestly, I think just overall, just to make sure that you're just not giving people things that they think are going on, not to let stuff linger, because I'm a very private person.
That's the Pisces in us.
Yeah, I'm a very private person. And again, I'm not doing anything nefarious. And so sometimes when I hear things, I'll say, okay, well, people are gonna just talk. I don't give life to it because it's not true.
Do you like a little bit of the attention?
I've always got attention.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
No, I've always got.
That's not what I'm asking.
No. I've always got.
You can't modify.
She tried that shit before, remember? Anton asked her first interview. I'm going to find it and pull it up. Her first thing, not her first interview, after the Corey Holcomb situation, she went on Room 9. Her last time she was on Room 9, and she was speaking with Anton. He asked Micca. He was like, how you feel about all of that? You know what I mean? She's like, I'm used to that. I'm just used to this. He was like, oh, all right, cool. And it kind of rolled off like that. But this guy's giving pushback.
My question. This is called perspective. It's my perspective.
And this is my perspective of your answer.
Okay. This is what I had to go through being her executive producer, y'all. This is what I had to go through.
So the attention from the negative stuff, absolutely
no. Do
not.
you like attention from men?
No.
Okay.
I like attention to what I'm doing.
Are you happily married?
I'm definitely happily married.
Are you bored in your marriage?
No.
Okay. Just people, you wanted me to ask the questions.
They want you to be messy.
No. Listen.
Let's call it a thing. They want you to be messy. They want you to, hold on. This is the internet. They want you to be messy. They want you to be all in my business. And they want you to get something out of me that isn't there. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem in my marriage. Most of y'all didn't even know I was married because this is why. And two, outside of entertainment, just like your girl Beyonce, it's none of your damn business.
Yeah, she keeps what is it?
What try to, at least before the elevator.
Yeah.
But my point is the general public is only, with anybody that's in the public, is only preview to what you let them know. Now, a lot of them want to dig, a lot of them want to find something salacious, this and that. That's fine because people like drama. But
do you think it was embarrassing to your husband?
To do what?
No, not to do anything. Do you think the headline? The memes, the headlines?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
to do what? To do what,
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
Is it embarrassing to your husband to do what? The whole situation, any part of it. Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. And she's talking politics. How, bro? How, Sway? It's crazy.
With anybody that's in the public, it's only preview to what you let them know. Now, a lot of them want to dig, a lot of them want to, find something salacious, this and that. That's fine because people like drama. But
do you think it was embarrassing to your husband?
To do what?
No, not to do anything. Do you think the
headline?
the memes, the headlines?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
So
was
you
it was
agree that
embarrassing to me because it wasn't true.
Yeah. Did he express to you how he felt?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, it was
What did he
embarrassing to
say
me
how
because
he
it
felt?
wasn't true.
What did he say
I mean,
about how he felt?
He did.
Look, remember, this woman don't even know how to speak. She's not media trained. Look, she just said, I'm not going to answer any personal questions about my husband because he's not here. She alluded to that a couple of times. I don't really want to get into that. I think she should do that. Don't even speak towards that. But yet he's coming back around in the circle. This man right here who's running for president, if you just came into the stream, this man, after we Trump out it, he's running for president. Blue suede suit. Bro, that's crazy, son. This man is dicing, cooking her up hibachi style with the peppers and onions live in front of our face. You ever seen them stack the onions and then smoke come out and make like a volcano and slide the shit, crack an egg and shit? Crack hibachi right in front of us live, cooking Micca. Straight. It's crazy, bro.
He didn't like it, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And
is
I
that
didn't
the
like
reason
it.
why you walked away from the show with Anton?
No.
What was that reason? We're going to close this out. What was that reason why you walked away?
No, the reason why I chose to walk away is one, it wasn't true, but I don't need.
What was it true? The side chick?
Yes.
Okay.
The headline wasn't true. It was, and Corey said this out of his own mouth. I was just trying to get at he called him the N-word.
Sure.
And
it wasn't true. Okay.
And I understood it. I was the person caught in between, the casualty, whatever. But when somebody of that caliber says something and the general public doesn't know much about you, they can create all types of narratives.
Yep.
And so because they don't know much about me and they know Anton, he can get up on a platform and say, well, this is what it is, and so on and so on. When Anton spoke the next day, which was fine, because it had just happened. But when he spoke the next day, he was, so hype and boisterous from, what was happening with him that he didn't properly address what had happened to me. And being that I wasn't on camera, I didn't have a voice. And so I depended on the person that I trust to be my voice.
Advocate, yep.
And also being that.
Thank you. She finally saying this. Everybody been speculating saying this, and she's actually confirming and saying this, bro. And this is the truest thing that she's saying this whole damn interview. That's why I'm gonna make sure I rewind this shit. This is the little truth we getting. You know what I mean? We want to just get the salacious, but we don't want to hear the truth. Nah, bro. This truth. And we gonna hear this shit.
And the general public, whatever. But when somebody of that caliber says something and the general public doesn't know much about you, they can create all types of narratives.
Yep.
And so because they don't know much about me and they know Anton, he can get up on a platform and say, well, this is what it is, and so on and so on. When Anton spoke the next day, which was fine, because it had just happened. But when he spoke the next day, he was, so hype and boisterous from, what was happening with him that he didn't properly address what had happened to me. And being that I wasn't on camera, I didn't have a voice. And so I depended on the person that I trust to be my voice.
Advocate, yep.
And also being that you are on a big platform, everybody, for the most part knows Anton. So when you go to, it's either you don't speak about it "Oh, you speak about it." And when he went to speak about it, he didn't advocate. He only still boistered towards whatever Corey had to say. And I get the boistering, but my advocation should have been first.
How did you inform him you were done with the show?
Well,
Did you call him or email or?
Well, again, I had to process it first. Because again, I had never been involved in something that's everywhere like that. And on top of that, it's a lie.
Yep.
And so I had to process how I wanted to move forward with that. But I called Anton and I spoke to him like I would do when we have any other business dealings.
Sure.
And I told him how I felt, like I'm telling you right now, about, avocation and things like that. And from that point on, he called, well, I'm gonna see how you doing with it and such. But I just came to a point where I know that certain things.
I'm gonna see how you doing with it. What the fuck is she saying, bro? If you know what she's saying, put it in the chat. The fuck? You probably speak this language. I don't understand it. I don't care. I don't understand this shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Wait. The last bit of the shit, it's like a couple minutes left.
Move forward with that. But I called Anton and I spoke to him like I would do when we have any other business dealings.
Sure.
And I told him how I felt, like I'm telling you right now, about, avocation and things like that. And from that point on, he called, well, I'm gonna see how you doing with it and such. But I just came to a point where I know that certain things aren't going to change because that's his platform. And I wouldn't want somebody to change their platform.
So how did he handle it? Was he just like, okay, if that's your decision, I respect it?
That's exactly what he said.
Okay.
Almost to the T.
Yep.
But he understood, because
will you all remain friends? You're not working together. Will you remain in contact rather?
Will we remain cordial?
Will you remain in contact with each other?
No, we never had a relationship where he's just calling me just to call, just like we don't go out and chill just to chill.
But he can send you a message on a DM. Like, is he blocked?
No.
So he's not blocked. Okay.
No, he's not.
So he still has access. If he wanted to reach you, he has access.
He's not blocked. He's not blocked.
Yeah.
Because there isn't. I don't have a disdain or something like that for anything he does. And
you just ended your contract.
We just ended the business relationship that we had.
Okay.
And I'm not interested in bashing Anton, and I'm not taking away from what Anton did on the side that helped me with my journey, but everything has a season.
Yeah.
And I think just ours have come to an end, because at this juncture, I can't trust that you'll advocate for me, being I was under your covering at the time. And that's what, I have to have in somebody that's a business partner. That's
listen to the choice words. Uda never been dumb. I've been a fool a few times though. But look at me though. She said, if I was under your covering, listen to the words that she's using. That's not something that everybody just says like that, right? That's something that Anton said on that platform. He said, a woman that's under my covering, I feel like I should have like some 50-50s in the box, whatever he was saying about the vagina. You remember what he was saying. He said, if you under my covering, I should have that access, that I should have an option to have the vagina or not. Did he not say this? And he said it, and he used the specific words. If you're under my covering, and his covering extended to the women that was people that was working with him or for him or whatever the case may be. She using the same kind of wording. And she was on the panel when he said this shit and didn't give him no pushback. He said that shit and it just slid off like that. And she didn't give it no pushback. If none of them women ain't married, you married on that panel. Like, hold up, first of all, that ain't going down like that with me, homeboy. I work with you and we do have a business relationship. So whatever you saying embodies all of us, not just her and her. It embodies us, right? So why is we sitting around like Boo Boo the Fool not saying nothing? Come on, bro. It's crazy. That's crazy.
Doing, my management or bookings, anything.
And he's
I
never
have to
met
know.
your husband.
Well,
I don't want to leave that out. I know you lined up everything else, but we need to always.
My husband is Boo Boo the Fool. I just told your ass.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
Why the hell he ain't get up on Happy Feet? You know Happy Feet? When you're happily moving and getting your ass running on Happy Feet. And why you ain't go figure out what the hell going on with your wife out here? Because he running around with some illicit ass relationship, at least in his own mind or whatever. I don't know, because this shit is all weird. We ain't trying to be in that because it ain't our business, right? But the shit is weird. And this last little thing, part of it is part of the truth that we exactly got to hear. That man ain't represent you. That's my words to the T. She probably watched my video and said, you know what, Uda, your ass is right. I'm tired of you, New York Knuckles.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's
I know
some
she caught my video
bullshit right there.
Because she had a little tears on my shit. Aeon lit. She had a little tears on my shit. She's like, who the fuck got me crying? Oh, let me see what this nigga Uda. This nigga talking about, you know what? This nigga right though. Exactly. She said my shit word for word. It ain't about me, so I ain't gonna bring up the video. It's about her. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Keep that a part of your lineup.
well,
Doing business with anybody, they need, particularly male, they need to meet your husband. Because as men,
I already, that was my first thing. That was in the lesson.
okay, well,
So I addressed that already.
okay, maybe I wasn't just listening as thorough because I wanted to. I just wanted to.
You did because you
Okay.
you went on your. See, I listened to you,
Okay.
but that was the first thing I said.
Your husband is my boy. He's
But
a
he has
really
met-
nice guy, and I want to
He's
make
met
sure.
everybody, but this is the first person that I've actually done business with that was.
Is Uda stupid or is Uda smart? Because if you've been following me and watching this video with me, no matter if I'm chiming in or not, I said, wait a minute, man. This man said he met her husband and he actually formally met him, and he's giving pushback to say, yo, hold up, I met your husband though. You know what I'm saying? So maybe him and the husband could be kind of cool or got exchange kind of contact. You know what I mean? And if you are going to interview his wife, if you do have a respect for him, besides his wife, you would say, yo, bro, I could give her some pushback. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to fuck up y'all shit, make y'all look crazy. But what he might say, yo, ask it, because it seems like he really don't know the real truth. In my mind, the way she's speaking, I don't know what my husband think. Y'all are a unit. Y'all are an item. Y'all both think one way. Y'all supposed to think one vibe. What are you talking about? Y'all married. This ain't no janky promotions. What are we talking about, bro? Y'all have one mind. Why y'all on two minds? Why you don't know what he thinking about? What are you talking about? How do you feel? You're embarrassed by this, so you should be speaking like, listen, regardless of what my husband thinks, I would only know and hope and I think that he's embarrassed by all of this because I am, and I know he shares the same feeling that I share. Like, you ain't even speaking like that without speaking for your husband. You got your husband sounding like goddamn Boo Boo the Fool. Come on, bro. Stop, man.
Strictly out of town.
Okay.
So again, that was a different dynamic. But again, like I said, I learned a lesson from it to either, I don't know, he has to fly or the person I'm doing business with has to fly, and so they can cordially meet face.
No, the person needs to fly in to meet your husband.
No, I'm saying if I'm going out, maybe
sure.
he flies. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He flies, or the other person can fly in, and then they can cordially meet together in person. But
okay, well,
that's where,
Well, I want to thank you for doing this interview. I think you did a fantastic job. I put you under the heat. I pushed back. You pushed back. You was poised, and I appreciate your posture and wanting to make sure that you gave clarity to what the world and everybody else out there either want to believe, wish to believe, but you were here to annihilate all those negative beliefs. And I think you did it with class. So I want to, again, thank you, and I appreciate you for coming on. Look, everybody has a perspective.
We don't want your last perspective. Even though you're running for president, Uda the first person that said it. You know what I'm saying? I support the black man. Don't get that twisted. We support each other out here. Uda supportive. But you're Orlando. If you from Orlando, Florida, today ain't about you. It's about this man right here, blue suede suit with the gold shit with the Dior tie. Somebody said the tie, Dior tie was cutting through the lies.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
They came up in the chat with that shit. If you Orlando, Bloom, Orlando, Brown, anyone of them Orlandos, I don't give a fuck. If you know a nigga named Orlando, today not about him, even if today his birthday. Sorry, we're gonna holler at you tomorrow. Son. It's about this man named Orlando who's running for president, who got the Steve Harvey, and he was on smoke today with this woman, and she was not ready for this man and these questions and his pushback. I see a lot of holes in this. This right here needs a double take. Yo, son, this is one of those ones. I might have to I wanted to go make a quick move straight. I want to drop links because I need to know what the people think. And I might just strike up another live. So when people just watch this, just watch this. I talked enough on this whole fucking stream. I swear. I wanted this shit under like 2 hours. But I'm going to start another one. Subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bells on. When I start the next one, I want to drop the link. And we could go through a conversation and just whatever we want to talk about this part of, because I think this is a lot to decode. Everybody that's watching this right now, trust me, mad people came to the street. Oh shit, Uda, thank you. Happy feet. Remember, happily running. Everybody came to the street like, Uda, you. Because when I went to this video, it came to 100 views in like a day, 8 out, 10 out. I'm like, what the fuck? 100 views. I said, what the hell is this? He just popped his channel. The channel don't even have no subs like that. Go to that shit. That shit's probably lit right now. He just made history. This man just conducted how you give pushback when we on a panel on some real shit. Because sometimes we might think we giving pushback. But look, this man really gave pushback, and he ain't really have no ill will towards this person. So imagine if we had ill will towards the person and we want to give some real pushback on a panel. This goes to show you this man did a masterclass. This man needs to be studied how he did this right here. I think that she had a lot of Nicki Minaj moments, and she kind of brought it back sometimes in this right here. She made it about other things that had nothing to do with the situation. I'm glad that at least at the end she had to get that part in, and I think that that part is the most genuine part of this whole interview. I swear to God. I think that that part is the most genuine part of the interview when she went and said that, yeah, man, you know, he really ain't defend me. You know what I'm saying? And because of some of these things, because people are alluding to, I did. You know what I'm saying? I said it in my video when as soon as I seen it, I said, what the hell going on? So she did confirm some things, you know what I mean? She did say that he got NDAs on people, not just people that work for him and all types. She did say something like that. So she did say some things in this interview, but I just don't think Orlando Magic, nah, dog. If you play for the Orlando Magic, that ain't about you, bro. It ain't about you. Even if you won a championship today, it ain't about you, bro. Hold off the parade till tomorrow, bro. If the shit was tonight, parade gotta go mañana. We not doing it tonight. It's all about this man named Orlando right now, bro. Not about the magic. He just showed us some magic, bro. That man got on his blue suede suit. I can imagine what the shoes look like. Them shit's probably gold. That nigga probably walking down the yellow brick road with the shoes.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
This man dangerous. This man need to be studied. He need to be studied, bro. I think he did a masterclass, man. Shout out to this brother. I don't think Micca should have really did this interview. He said that he gave her more credit at the end. I think she did it right, but I don't know. But he asked some good questions. But this is up to y'all interpretation. I want everybody just to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all thinking about this, man. Do y'all believe Micca? If you do, what parts of this do you believe? Did this filling some gaps between this situation? Did this bring closure for her? Do you think? Did this bring closure to the situation? Because remember, everybody's making content on these videos. Everybody's speculating what the hell people speculate, whether it's people relationships, ain't our business probably, but you know what I mean? We all doing content and we all content creators. You know what I mean? So does this bring some closure? Or does this just still leave the rabbit hole and you like, what? The husband never knew, never spoke to him. He never spoke to each other. Besides met each other, when you met his wife, and you know all of that. So why is it okay for you, the husband, and his wife, not your husband, Anton, to have an energy that y'all have met each other and y'all have some kind of a thing going, right? That y'all cool. But why can't your husband be a part of that? Whatever field he's in, whether he's online or not. Why not? This situation was a big situation. Obviously, we think that he would know about this shit. He's obviously seen this online. But she was trying to pigeon-toe around that situation. Like, she don't know that to be a true thing. Like, why would that not be? This was viral. Everybody's talking about this. And then Anton went and boistered and did all the things that he did, right? Just like she said out her own mouth. So if you were Antonite, what do you say to that part right there? Because y'all ass wasn't saying it. You didn't say that. When y'all remember Slimmy? Slimmy never said shit. You remember? Remember I told you? What he said. What Slimmy said. What Slimmy said? What? She also went on to say, I'm the only, he said, why you? She said, because I'm a content creator. She said, so, he said, so what make you so special? Why you out of everybody? She said, because I'm the only one that wants to make content outside of Anton.
So that was a fucking lie.
Is it? Or do she know more than we all know? Maybe she's telling the goddamn truth. Is it? Somebody put 2K in the chat, said, yo, 2K be doing it. Then somebody else wrote, no, I don't know, son, 2K don't even be on Room 9 like that. But I don't know, I seen him over there. So I'm like, damn, you gonna shit on everybody? We know Slimmy ain't never said shit.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
And Quentin ain't going no goddamn where. We already know his ass Forrest Gump around that motherfucker. Straight. Because Anton done said that man do butt play and he don't know what the hell going on. If it comes to him, he rather bet his money on that he's probably Yag, spell the shit reverse, and he don't know if he's Yag, spell the shit reverse. And you around this person, so that's mad disrespectful to say to some person that Micca says was me and Quentin and Anton was the first people that was a part of this thing that they did, which was the show. So how long have you been around Quentin, and why would you say something like that about him? And somebody came in the chat to say, nah, Quentin actually get chicks and shit like that. And he's actually the one that actually get the panelists and the girls that on the panel. So imagine that. So let's just think about how Anton is carrying that too. How he's respecting even the men that's around him. Not just the women. Y'all men is getting abused.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
Y'all men is getting abused. Antonite right now is watching this video right now like this. Bald head, bald head, bald head. He got a bald head and a beard. Look, watching this video, calling me right now. Looking like Cat Williams right now. This magic Cat Williams with a bald head right now. Saying this shit to me right now.
You lying ass bitch.
Y'all don't shoot the messenger, bro. Y'all don't oot the messenger. Y'all don't oot. Leave me a beat. Leave me. But I don't know, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. I can't wait to watch everybody else's video because I know everybody clicked into this shit was like, what the fuck? Nobody was on to this video. I'm the first one with the video. I know everybody's like, what the fuck is this? Nah, you bugging. I can't wait. I'm watching everybody's shit. I got time. Fuck that. If I don't spark up another one, which I most likely will, and we might be reacting to some of y'all shit that's live right now. I ain't even press refresh. If I press refresh, I know everybody live with this Micca shit. O'Shea Duke Jackson in Africa. Right now. Right now.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Can take cloth in the hat to match right now. Cooking up a video right now. Cause you know it's daytime probably where his ass at right now. Straight. Fact. But yeah. It's crazy. So I just can't wait to see everybody's take. Salute to everybody that listened to this and everybody that was in the chat with us. Rocking out today. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all of y'all. Make sure y'all all notified. Hit the notification bell. If you've ever been a part of this channel, unsubscribe, subscribe back, and hit notifications on all. That's how you'll begin to receive my notifications again. Because plus I've been not live for a while, so YouTube starts to knock off your notifications. So just make sure y'all all do that. We most definitely be on time. And I'm gonna do another stream, man, because I really want to get y'all conversation on this. But I want to drop the link, and I want my people, to really come up and tell me what y'all thinking about this shit. Let us have a conversation and build on this shit. It's not about my mind. Y'all already heard my shit. I was in and out of jokes, all types of shit. Nah, we don't believe that shit. You remember. So I had my little jokes. But some of y'all probably got some jokes too. You know what I'm saying? Facts. But nah, this is crazy. This right here is crazy, man. I can't even hold you. This one was crazy. I can't wait to see what everybody else is saying. So listen, hit notifications so y'all can see when I drop the next live. So y'all could come and join, and hopefully a lot of y'all just join and we could just see what we thinking about it. You know what I mean? You ain't really got a cam up. You could just speak your mind. And let's just talk about this, man, because it's about us speaking about everything. You know what I mean? It's not about no one person speaking about shit like an onslaught. No. Ain't nobody a mountain in themselves, an island in themselves. Fuck that. We got to speak about shit, men, women, all of us coming together and speaking about whatever the fuck we want to speak about. Even if sometimes we might do a little bit of this, but we'll get that shit together. We'll figure it out. If we talking about some truth, we can always figure that shit out. Trust me. Salute to all of y'all, though, man. Uda. Always on go.
All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in the. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All of my niggas insane. They tryna catch a mistake. Young niggas putting in pain. It in the game, all for the game. Niggas ain't playing for nothing. Went in school, laying it bang. My little nigga kill my little nigga. Full-time job not to kill niggas. Jump off the porch of the field, nigga. You was in the house, I'm a field nigga. No fuck boys around real niggas. Been a drug dealer since a little nigga, huh? Sick of the kilo, they'll kill a nigga. Fuck how you feel, nigga. To get some kilos, I'll kill a nigga too. Throw that rock like I'm Montana. Good head, raise my antennas. G49, not San Fran. Beat the box with my bandana. Then I dip set like I'm Santana. I'm in UK like that Montana. She bring me money, you press her. You got a jug and finesse her. I give a dick that'll change her life. You leave her change on the dresser. Shorty a wetty, a wetty. That pussy ready, get ready. Don't wanna get ahead of myself, but I want the head for the Getty. She said she fuck with the Uda. I tell her open the